yourself.
Want to know what you think? Fuck what you know. You need to forget about what you know. That's your problem. Forget about what you think you know about life, about friendship.
Interlinked.
If you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life? I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life. Look at you! You're fucking pathetic!
Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to jump around real quick. Aaron1330, $2 early and straight for once, no longer late and gay. That's right. Mark9, I have $2. Well, hi, Lolly. How's it going? Happy Memorial Day. So I beat Doom Dark Ages. Now I can enjoy this. How you don't play. Also drink some water, fatty. Yeah. Good shit. But yeah. You may notice we're a tad early. We're a tad early. There's not much of a special reason for it. It's mainly due to the fact of I have D&D in a few hours with Art Bro. I meant to do this on Sunday a day early. So we could have done the usual time. I just completely forgot. To do it on Sunday, so now I'm rushing to fit this in today, so I can then hang out with Art Bro. How long are we streaming for? Until about 8 my time, give or take. Yeah, about 8. Liam Gallagher, $5. Hey, Lolly, what do I do if I already have a 14 account for Steam but want to use a new one, but 14 won't let me? Oh, you can just make a burner email. I'm not sure why you'd want to. Maybe like if you lost access to that account, but yeah, you can make a burner email. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it happens. Liking the tattooed chick. Yeah, this is Miriam. She's very, very evil. Very, very evil. Yeah, the hell the sun's still out. Yeah. Man, Lilo and Stitch live action remake is straight trash. The fact it's doing well is depressing, but I guess no controversy does that to you. Because your mom or sister driving? They're all right. They're all right at it. Also, rip Peter Davey, lost a legend in comics. Yeah. He made a bunch of stuff. What do you think of Red Dead 2 story? I really like it. I think it's like the best part of the game. Because, people have issues with the gameplay. I still think the gameplay's pretty good. But people have issues with it, and I understand it. It's a little too animated, where if you're doing something, you have to see like every single step towards it. Well, let me log into the new account on Steam. If evil, why hot? That chick kills male prostitute. Yeah. I got a few different ideas to kind of show like this woman's batshit insane. Andy Pan's game got banned from Steam, and JD is defending him. Well, I have no idea what game he made, so I don't know. Rare early Lolly stream. What's the catch? Well, stay. We're only going to go a few hours because I got D&D tonight with our bro. Watching Fish Lady stream yesterday, and Esva wormed his way into the chat. Gross. Yeah, he's one of those where opportunist is like the only real way to describe it. Yeah. Does she like pegging? It's almost 10:30 in South Africa. First time I'm early to one of your streams. Normally asleep when you start. Yeah. This is a special occasion. Usually I do it at night because that's, the best time I can do it personally. Since I got family walking around, they make noise and all that, and I don't want anyone to have to worry about that. I should day work today. Got overwhelmed and got sent home early. Oof. Yeah, that's never fun. What are your JoJo Gamer Subs Cup yet? I've been trying, but maybe it's just like how the website's working for me, but it keeps rejecting every time I try to order it. It pissed me off. What was the last song played? The one we opened with? That is Man of Constant Sorrow by Blitzen Trapper. It's a cover they did for Fargo Season 2. Kier says she's going to be hiding out in a bunker for the foreseeable future until the Troons go away. Yeah. How's the plan in D&D going? Tell us when you sacrifice the child to the rats. I'm making progress. I had my guy pen a list of grievances, Martin Luther style, and nailed them to the door of the King Rat's house. And that's before we had to leave, so I'm going to see what the consequences of that are going to be. And this early, right? The time I got done with my shift. Yeah, good shit. How's it going? How's it hanging? Finished Fugo 1, main story, and I'm doing Fugo 2. The children will never be safe from war. Game called Gay Nazis versus Judge. Take a wild guess why it was banned. Special occasion meaning Lolly's plot to murder a shit kid because funny. Rat Protestant Reformation, let's go. I'm gonna tank the world. That's on Lilo Stitch remake teaching us that giving up your kids to the state's a good thing. Yeah, because I've seen the spoilers about the Lilo and Stitch remake. I'm not gonna fucking watch it. There's no reason on God's green earth why I'd watch it. But from what I understand, it's kind of one of those classic cases of you have some douchebag who comes in and looks at the original story and goes, well, that's unrealistic, and that's not how that would go down. And so they essentially rewrote everything out of spite. Like, well, one guy put it best, like, it feels like Jello Apocalypse wrote a Lilo and Stitch remake, and that's probably, like, the best, most scathing thing you can say about it. Yeah, they didn't have Gontu in the movie, yeah. Watch you in 2021. Love your videos. I also listen to them at my delivery job. I'm working right now. Greetings from New Hampshire. Yeah, good shit. Do You know any Conan omnibuses? I heard newer releases use shit printing paper. I've not seen any of the newer ones. Actually, it's not the director's fault this time. Do they keep the Elvis music? From my understanding, they don't mention Elvis once. Nani leaves to study marine biology in another state. She lives in Hawaii. Yeah, that's the funny part. Where so Nani, the older sister, leaves Lilo in the care of like a neighbor who works for like CPS, so she can go to California and study marine biology. And people point out, you know, Hawaii has like one of the top marine biology programs in America, right? The idea she would have had to leave Hawaii to study marine biology is like, that's fucking stupid. My monk died to an intellect devourer. Who's the lady in the glasses? This is Miriam. She's one of the bad guys, and she's going to be a very, 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 very important bad guy. Just started the Yakuza games. Beat Kiwami. Start Kiwami 2 now. Pretty fucking kino. Yeah. Yeah, they did David and Bubbles so dirty in the movie. Do mention Elvis, one of his albums appear on the movie, including the songs. Oh. It destroyed itself in Last of Us 2, but the direction, the scenes themselves in the game were stellar. Not so much here in the show. Yeah. Yeah. Evil Woman docu when. Well, you know, if we get to work on issue 2, it could possibly. Remember what the artist, the original Lilo and Stitch, thanks to the remake, his YouTube channel, but don't remember the name for even still uploading. Also made Cobra Bubbles a villain for no damn reason. Yeah, even though like the entire twist with Bubbles in the original is that he's actually just a really good dude who genuinely cares about Lilo and wants to make sure she's okay. Like that, they first set him up as like, oh, he might be a bad guy, he might be an asshole. Then he gets that one scene where he just sits down with her and it's like, I want to make sure you're okay. Or do a build of her in Cyberpunk. What should I spec in? You want to spec into cool because that gives you skills with revolvers. Reflexes, because that's kind of just general guns. For cyberware, trick the fuck out with obviously armor. Personally, I'd say the double jump. Very mobility focused. You want a lot of mobility. And mantis blades. What time am I late for work? Yeah, definitely sounds like a remake by someone with major family issues. Yeah. Yeah, Jumbo got done the dirtiest. He never gets a redemption and goes back to prison at the end. Oh, wow. So the anime's going to get banned in Texas? Supposedly, it's going to be one of those things. Like, there's still some time before the law is actually in action, so a lot could change. But yeah, that Texas law everyone's worried about passed. Yeah, Rip Hitter David, yeah. I'd say the idea of Mel asking Ellie to do a C-section or baby was interesting. It at least addresses the fact of, like, hey, why is a pregnant woman here? It didn't like the movie. It was made out of spite for me. Still mid-remake, but not a hate project. You know, Ohana means abandoning your family. Maybe you should teach that to your future kids someday. Yeah, well, they cut out Ving Rhames. Someone else in Discord mentioned making Docky keychains a couple days ago for merch, just reminding you. Yeah, no. That's one of those I'd have to really think about, like, how would you even do that? Like, what could we do with that? It's not a bad idea. It's just one of those I gotta figure out the logistics. What Texas law? There's a Texas law that is basically, on paper, it's meant to be banning any depiction of a child in any kind of, like, sexual manner. So, obviously, like a CP law. The problem is that it's worded so vaguely that people point out, hey, this could be used to gun after media, like, you know, anime or things like that, where that's not real and that's not affecting anyone, so we're kind of getting worried this could be used to gun after people. Speaking of Jumbo, why has no one brought up the fact Jumbo has super strength and durability? So made Bubbles, the scary black man who was actually a nice dude, once was best for Lilo, the main villain for the remake. What did a liberal California mean by that? Yeah, AI. Yeah, on paper it's meant to just be AI, but it's worded so vaguely. I'm so tired, man. So I asked a bishop what favorite episode My Brother in Christ was. He said it was the episode that Imam brother learned how to fly a plane. And Frank is now CP. Why? Because the state said so. Zigby, yeah. Original VA for Nani returned to play one of the characters. Shame with how she's used. Yeah. Yeah, why the fuck wasn't Bubbles played by Terry Crews? Yeah, it's like, obviously, people were worried it was just going to be a shot-for-shot remake, kind of like The Lion King was, where it's like, this kind of feels pointless. But the direction they went kind of made it even worse. How it's all good and fair defending Yuki. He'd do pretty well considering the state of the world.
Turned us into fucking killers!
Gameblow Productions, $5. Last of Us Season 2 finale changed some things. Ellie finds out about Abby's dad. Tells Dina and then decide to leave because they realize Joel's the bad guy. Oh, wow, that's really gay. That's really gay. I convinced my friend that Dante listens exclusively to Bare Naked Ladies and Limp Bizkit. Just tell him to play the games. Are you German listeners? You read Mein Kampf yet? Also, who is the hot chick on screen? It's from the comic. It's from the comic. Also, what's her hair color? It's meant to be red. It's a little hard to see since it is black and white, but she's a redhead. Sugar, $5. Don't take offense, but I'm probably going to fall asleep midstream. Normally go to bed around this time on my days off. Your sleep aid today. It's okay. It's okay. Isn't text law supposed to be a line of the obscure laws that were made in decisions in the Supreme Court, which is the reason why it's made vague? I don't know. All I know is a lot of people are worried about it. Wait, they actually did that? Yeah. Took my 8-year-old cousin to see Lilo and Stitch. She thought it sucked, saying it's nothing like the movie. Gordon Packer Girl hasn't been signed to law yet, among a few other things. Okay, so. Let's not even get into the fact Gontu wasn't even in the film in general because it would be too CGI heavy in terms of cost. Freaking hell, it's a pointless endeavor. Yeah. Johnny Tron is now a pretty cool guy for 10 months. 10 months. 10 months. Can she see without her glasses? That will be explained later, but there's a lot going on with her. Am I streaming early? Stay, we got to end early. Espresso are still in the NFA. I thought something was going to happen. I was reminded nothing ever happens. Lilo and Stitch remake proves we're going to be having the same damn conversation for years. Yeah. I know RSVU talks about bad stuff happening to kids. That mean the show's going to be banned in Texas. Yeah, Lilo and Stitch movie was originally meant to be on Disney Plus. Yeah, it was originally just going to be in Disney Plus. Then they decided to give it a theatrical release. At least kept the left guard in. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie. I've only seen the spoilers. The redhead evil. You know how redheads act very well. So a Shankar Cope interview of how DMC5 killed his show. Yeah. Which kind of proves a thing that a lot of people were worried about, or at least call out in regards to 80, which is that he'll pretend to be a fan of a franchise until he actually gets his hands on it. Then he'll fully admit he never gave a shit. He did it with Castlevania, and he did it with Devil May Cry, where he was all like, oh, I can't believe DMC5 came out and killed the hype for my show. I was supposed to be one to save it. And it's like, for one, Devil May Cry 5 came out, what, like fucking 6 years ago now? It's been a long time since DMC5 came out. So what's he talking about? He was meant to save it. Yeah, 2019. So it's been like 6 years. So the whole idea of like, well, my show was supposed to save the franchise, it's like, were you even aware of the state of the franchise when you got your hands on it? Because, like, if I remember right, the DMC 80 Shankar show, God, that was approved and greenlit like 3 or 4 years ago. There was enough time for DMC5 to kind of come out and blow up the franchise big as it gets. Hell, I think part of the reason he even got the green light was because of how popular DMC5 was. Thanks like to mock us bongs for not having freedom, but here's the thing. We can buy suppressors freely, no restriction. He encouraged us to buy them. Shooters reducing noises neighborly. DMC Netflix got announced 2018. Was it or was it rumored? I'm having trouble remembering. Yeah, DMC Netflix uses the 5 design too, yeah. Texas legislator only meets for 140 days every 2 years, so it's very likely the bill will die if it hasn't passed. They have real life and all, but did you see what happened in Career Clash 3 and how Abs got even more cucked? I heard it got canned. I don't know exactly what happened. And Ninja Theory, thank God our interpretation DMC is no longer the most hated. Oh God, DMC5 was half a decade ago. Should I cold sweat when I hear him say I should have done Street Fighter? And I'm like, keep him the fuck away. Yeah. Seen the latest Nick Ricea crash out? I know he admitted to doing whippets, which violates his parole, technically. Yeah, maybe we should actually learn the material working on, make a proper adaptation. Oh, wait, this is Western entertainment. Yeah. Anyone watch the Naughty's DMC anime? Was it any good? The 2000s one? Yeah, I like it. I think it's fun. Play Black Myth Wukong? If so, how do you feel about it? I own it and tried playing it, but it feels like there's something lacking. No, I never touched it. I never saw a point. So how about that Texas anime ban law? I think it'll be shut down quick when Supreme Court sees it. I have no idea. All I know is right now a lot of people are worried it could fully pass. I thought it already did fully pass, but it's hard to say at this point. It's gotten farther than a lot of these other laws. And Eastern husband left Career Clash 3 this whole Ethan Klein situation. Also, he laughed at the skull sent to Ethan's house. Ah. So he's just fully fucked. Epic Mealtime bailed on Career Clash 3 is what happened. Ah. That was Steppenwolf. I really liked it. I thought it was a really good movie. And Crash Out is Ethan Van Sciver bitching about Eric July and Yellow Flash. I don't know if he still is. Dark Souls 1, 2, or 3. I like 3. 3 to me is probably the best. And he wants to be the savior of a series. Is that why he's tweeting about Mega Man and Blaze Blue? Oh, God. Other 80s retarded. He was cooking up the idea of a DMC show back in 2008 before V was announced, even though this was leaked in like 2016 via Virgil VO. Yeah. Ricada can technically get away with huffing nitrous because it doesn't show up as a piss test. Technically, but he is flat out admitting he's doing it. And that's still like, hey, you're not supposed to be ingesting any narcotics. Sure, I can get my Dojinshi from Comiket this summer. The law will either get slapped down or won't come in time to interfere. Yeah. MC5 was announced on E3 2018. 80 announced as anime in late 2018. Ah, okay. Enjoying your day off? I'm trying, but like I said, I've been busy. I mean, I say I've been busy. All I did was eat with family because, Memorial Day. It was really nice. I watched Steppenwolf. Very good movie. Now I'm doing this, and after this, I'm gonna go D&D. Going to do D&D with our bro. It's gonna be fun. Very good time. Very good time. Since the main events they're violating Florida law by not issuing refunds. They've gave a 24-hour period to then say no more after that period. Oh my God. Favorite Mission Impossible movie? I really like 3. The one with Philip Seymour Hoffman. That one was really good. Laughing at the skull thing makes iDubbbz look bad because when he denounced his humor and jokes, he said he learned empathy. So where's that empathy for H3? Yeah. Apparently I have to mess Square Enix support. I want my Steam account unlinked. Fuck third-party account link bullshit. And maybe I'm part of Texas law. Feels like people trying to start a panic. Maybe, but at the same time, that law is worded very vaguely. So people are worried. I think Twitch kind of burns off to the ground for Hassan. Hard to say. He's already back from his one-day ban, so still fighting games have shit anime. Even 80 can't fuck them up any worse than they do themselves. There's one good fighting game anime, the 90s Virtua Fighter show. D&D, what class you playing? I play Barbarian because I got my what I affectionately referred to as retarded Kane. I don't think you can unlink your 14 account from Steam. Nothing ever happens, but Doro Discord posting will continue. Good. Keep up the Doros. Thoughts on Suppressor potentially being removed from NFA. I think we'll ever live to see that in our lifetime. I hope so. Finally made to the Paintress and Expedition. It's very good fight. It's not that hard. If you're able to get through the fight before that, you can get through the Paintress without too much issue. But it is very fun. Very nice spectacle. Have a bullet in our locked in room with Hassan, Hitler, and Klaus Schwab. Who'll get the fundos? Put them in a line. Press it against their head and fire. I recently got the Medal of Honor PS1. What's your favorite Medal of Honor title? God, what was that? Medal of Honor Airborne, I think it was. It was kind of like a semi-open world. I like that one. See Twitter exploding. Apparently the original meaning of Ohana was giving white people the finger because fuck colonizers and CBS. 24-hour ban for a day that he doesn't even stream on for something that's less egregious than the things he's done in the past. Oh yeah, Twitch 100% has no bias. Oh yeah. Watch Amagami SS, cute romance anime. I have not. That's an Evil Within games. I only like 2. Yeah, that's Airborne. Yeah. Why so early? S-Day, because we're gonna end in just a few hours because I gotta head out and hang out with buddies. I meant to do this yesterday so we'd have more time, but I just forgot. Yeah, I've been working on a bunch of stuff. Because I gotta balance. I gotta balance doing this. I had to hang out with family for Memorial Day. I gotta hang out with Art Bro. I'm still working on video stuff. It has been a crazy few days. And I also gotta get ready for vacation, because that's coming up in 5 days. Woke up early for the lesbian road trip. Yeah. Thoughts about Osmongold? I don't really watch him, but he seems inoffensive. He said, I thought DMC was dead after 2013. Shankar wants to pick up a series he considers dead. Keeping the fuck away from Blaze Blue. Yeah. And cruise arc finally starting in 5 days. In 5 days. Here. And since that day, we don't got a lot of time here. Though I will show you guys one more thing. So, I had something kind of special cooking up. I had something special kind of cooking up last few weeks. I had to wait for the artist to get some free time for it, but where'd I put it? Yeah, maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Okay. So. Here we go. Here we go. I had this made. For the comic. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. This will open up the fan art segment of it. I kept saying how there's going to be like a little fan art segment. This will kind of be the opener to it. The opening image, you know? There'll even be text on it that says fan art segment or thanks from the fan, something like that. And I got this commissioned. Artist who commissioned it is, let me see if I can. Oh god damn it! Once again. Ugh. Okay, give me one quick second. Yeah, let's go swap back real quick. I do not know why, but ever since I updated my my Windows, it refuses to let me actually move tabs between monitors. So I have to like specifically close a game and then open it back up for me to be able to move stuff around. It drives me nuts. Eric, you managed for $2. Why are they not pregnant? Yeah, here. Now we're moving back. So, yeah, the artist who made this, is a guy by the name of. Let me get to it real quick. I haven't been posting much. Should be easy to track down. Should be. Yep, right down here. Yeah. So it's a guy by the name of Cianuro Arts. I'll put the link to his Twitter right here. Very, very good artist. Very good artist. He did very good job. I thought it was kind of fun. Like good vibe between, cutesy and kind of horror vibe, you can thank me for the pairing name. I commissioned drum both giving birth. See a video of Macron being slapped? No, I haven't seen that. I've been too busy to focus on much political anything. I was getting the fan art segment. Also, my fan art go in the segment. It's on that I drew some time ago. Posting the fan art channel in the Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna be pulling from that thread in the Discord because it's a thread for the Cyberpop channel. Also, if you email it to me, like if you're not in the Discord and you want to email it to me, yeah, I'll take that too. I like the kimono she's wearing. I also like it. I like the flower pattern. I think it's really cool. I spent my own piece soon. A little 4-panel pen doodle. Yeah. Get zombie feels from the gray skin. It's more ghost, but yeah, undead. Now commission them holding hands. Drawing's supposed to be wholesome or romantic. This isn't a joke question. It's meant to be more just funny. See, Armor Kings return to Tekken 8. Oh. Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering how I got here looking ass. What does he want to do with Berserk ultimately if he did DMC, so he could be the guy to revive the franchise? He wants to slap his name on it because Berserk's popular. That's all 80 operates by. It is a popular franchise, therefore he wants his hands on it. Because you gotta remember, he refers to everything as the bootleg universe. That means that he has no intention of actually respecting what the franchise is meant to be. He just wants to... He basically just wants to use it and warp it and turn it into what he thinks is cool. And a lot of the time, it's not cool. I'll commission them telling me it's all going to be okay. Hold your cripples tight, not like they can run away. Yeah, we now have booktubers reviewing Berserk now, yeah. As long as my fan art, that'll probably bring the fan art section to issue 2. Okay. Now I gotta make sure I'm following the flowchart right, because we did Guadasalam. Thunder Plains, let's make sure we did. Because, yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah, Northern Southern area, run across French travel agency. Okay. We're gonna have to go back and go to the travel agency. Say stuff's on Netflix has a high likelihood of being forgotten, if not taken off to have more room from other mid shows. The problem is he's buddies with a lot of people on Netflix because they shill the fuck out of it. Like it's never just that it comes out; it's that it's shoved down your throat. I got in DMC by the anime and you really liked it. When you watched me play DMC 3, I was wondering how you would even adapt that into an anime, and I just sighed. I don't think you've done Makalani yet. I don't think so. We'll make one more run of it to make sure. Yeah, booktubers don't like Berserk because it vilifies rape. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's, you know, you're never allowed to cover dark subject matter in a way that a book critic finds personally distasteful. You know, it all has to be the one solution to covering the subject matter. If you do any kind of deviation, they do not like it. At least Unit isn't owning several cats named after party members. Damn it, Stinky is in the middle of the night while he's streaming. Because that's today, we got to end in a few hours. We're not going to go very long at all. I just wanted to make sure we did this to say we did it. I was like, actually like the first season Castlevania, most because the art direction was really cool, but the novelty wore off quick. First season's the only one people universally agree on was good. They also had Iga personally involved in telling them to knock off with all the changes. Booktubers and breadtubers got their disgusting hands on Trigon Maximum. They see a boys love comic. Yeah, they're retarded. Every single thing is the same thing to them. Nothing can ever stand out or be different. You're following a flowchart for a video game. That's why you don't have a 5'11" dark-skinned tomboy god skin your child you can name Guts. Yeah, but we gotta play Final Fantasy. That's what that matters more. What's on the grill today? We got burgers, bratwurst, and chicken. It was good. Yeah, there are people who hate the first season Castlevania. Yeah. Well, especially after the show blew up and they kind of saw what... They kind of saw what... When you just had season 1 were fun little quirks. Instead, were like signs of something way worse on the horizon. It's like, yeah, I fully get it. I need sleep, damn you Kentucky Fried Cunts. Still love you, though. Yeah, yeah. Thoughts on Punisher coming back to Marvel Comics? How do you think they'll write him? One, I'll say I fucking called it. I fucking called it. They were gonna bring. They were 100% gonna bring Frank back. And that's two, they're gonna retcon everything Jason Aaron did. Every single thing Jason Aaron did is gonna be retconned to some degree. Because even they're like, yeah, that was a fucking stupid idea. Why did we do that? He's like Homer in the episode. He got a perfect game. Sort of impressive, but he done nothing of note since. Yeah. And gonna give him back his OG skull symbol. Yeah. Frank always comes back. Yeah, Dracula was the only reason I even watched that show. Yeah. Well, Dracula is the reason they did the White Rabbit how they did in fucking DMC, because they were trying to chase that coattail again. It's like, but Dracula worked. It's like, Dracula worked because of very specific, very specific circumstances, and on top of that, you can't really do that twice. All right. Yeah, I think we... I'm trying to remember, because you got to talk to some of the travel agency people. You know, they're desperate to bring back the Thomas Jane Skull and Punisher. Yeah, right? Review new Punisher says Frank lost his memory. Yeah, they're going to retcon the fuck out of everything. I'm being bullied in Discord. Yeah, Dracula worked because he's fucking Dracula. Well, Dracula worked because a lot of the circumstances they set up in the story for why he does what he does makes sense. You know? It's like, oh, the church murders his wife. That's in line with what actually happens in Castlevania, because that's literally what happens to Alucard's mom, even in Symphony of the Night. It's like, okay. They address the fact that, you know, this plot point actually was a motivator behind why Dracula goes nuts and declares war on mankind. that's a pretty clever way to tie it in. They established the Belmont families kind of being rocky, which explains why Trevor would be the first notable one in a while. It's like season 1 had a lot of moments where when you thought about it in line with what the games had, it's like, okay, that's pretty cool. The only one that didn't work was Sypha with the fucking, what was it, the speakers? Like, that was just retarded. That was just stupid. Like, when you first see him, you just kind of think, like, oh, they're weird-ass monks and kind of nomads, like, whatever. And then you get into, like, season 2 where they're, like, straight up an anti-theist cult, and it's like, this is stupid. Jason Aaron's Max, different from Ennis in big ways. For one, in the end stories, Frank is drafted to serve in Vietnam, when Aaron's he willingly enlists. Yeah, but Jason Aaron also hates Punisher, so fuck him. Game later tonight? Yeah, because that's day. We're going to cut it about, like, 7:38, because that's when I got to go. And speakers for atheist mages. Not just atheist, full-on anti-theist. Like, they personally hated God. Yeah, they moved Grant from Netflixvania, yeah. Dracula gave the city a year to live, more courteous than the White Rabbit. Well, that was also because he was prepping the war. He was building his army. Remember Last of Us Part 2 situation? Controversy is way worse with DMC and Netflix drama is going to reach boiling point when the FBI gets involved. Capcom pulling the plug. Well, FBI is not going to get involved. It's just a bad show. Vampires are afraid of right angles. Finished reading the Slavers arc from Punisher Max. That shit was dark. Oh yeah, it's so good though.
Always at your service.
Warren Ellis just can't help himself. Tried reading Transmetropolitan and everything people stereotype the boys comic as. Yeah. The new Mission Impossible, aka Tom Cruise versus Skynet last week on my dad. It was good. The stunts at the end were awesome. I am hoping it's good. All the Mission Impossible movies have at the very least been fun. I think worse than Breadtube are far leftist webcomic creators. And graphic novel you like? Oh, there's a bunch. They're all written by crazy people, but I like them. You know, you have The Darkness, which I count. It's not really a comic, it's more a graphic novel. You have, obviously, Watchmen, Sandman. If you want to get into, like, more specific stuff, you also have, like, V for Vendetta. There's really good stuff. I've read Miracle Man. I have not, but I keep hearing it's good. Oh, Resident Evil 7 so much. It is good. If vampires are afraid of right angles that sleep in coffins and use swords. Yeah. To explain that, Castlevania season, I think it was 4. There's a scene where Trevor holds a cross up to a vampire that's like Buddhist. And Sypha does a, wait a minute, how could Le Vampire, who is Le Buddhist, be afraid of Le Christian symbol? And Trevor tries to explain it as, well, it's not the actual cross, it's the angles in the cross. It confuses their brains. Which is a very shitty attempt to reference a sci-fi novel that actually uses that concept. But it uses that concept because it explicitly explains that vampires are more like highly evolved aliens. And yes, they point out that it's ridiculous, and that's the reason their species went extinct and had to be cloned from mankind. Well, Final Fantasy X so good, why didn't they release Final Fantasy X too? God damn it. Yeah, it's a dumb reason. It's extremely dumb. For a while, I thought the book just sounded retarded just off that explanation. Then I actually looked more into it, and people explained it. It's like, yeah, they point out that it's dumb. That's part of the joke in the book. And it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. I get it. And yeah, trying to make that work in Castlevania where it's explicitly faith and magic and all these things. It's like, you don't have to explain that. Like, that's one of those cases of trying to make it sound scientific made it sound dumber. What's the name of the book? Fuck, it's called like, god damn it. Here, let me just Google it. Yeah. Because I can literally just put in like, yeah. Vampire right angle book. Blind Sight. It's called Blind Sight. Yeah, Blind Sight, yeah. Like I always calls it Stripping the Wizard. Yeah. And then there's no reason to do it, you know, it's one of those things where I get you're gonna have that, like, autistic dude that's like, no, but wait a minute, that's unrealistic. When the whole point of, like, a fantasy series is, yeah, it's unrealistic, dipshit. It's called a fantasy. It's not supposed to be real. Think of seeing the new Final Destination tomorrow since there's nothing else on. Is this new one newbie-friendly? As far as I'm aware, it should be. It has a lot of fan service moments, like the monologue from Tony Todd's just explicitly talking about how much he appreciates the fans and the franchise and all that. But from what I hear, this one's not just normie friendly, but it's also just really fun. Like, it's like one of the better ones to come out, which is saying a lot. Final Destination 1 is really good. I'm autistic, even I found that stupid. Did the French president's wife smack him in the face and then caught on camera? No, I had no idea that happened. Realism can sincerely go fuck itself as it ruins many fun ideas and concepts. Well, it's like, realism matters in a... Like, if you have, like, a really gritty crime story or something like that, realism needs to matter, you know? Realism matters if it's a story specifically taking place in the real world. And it's all about being gritty and grounded in, like, a story that could really happen. If you're in, like, a fantasy sci-fi thing, nah, it doesn't really matter. You can make it really clever if you manage to make it at least somewhat plausible. But at the end of the day, everyone knows it's suspension of disbelief. Well, darkness is a better explanation for religious symbols being universally effective with true faith. Yeah. You know, it's not about the symbol itself, it's that you put power into the symbol. And watched most Castlevania the first season for Netflix. It was decent, but by season 2 and 3, I just went, yeah, fuck that, it's shit, knows nothing about Castlevania. Yeah. About an accidental, ironic happening and showing a new Final Destination movie. Yeah, the roof collapsed almost perfectly onto a lady who was watching the movie, and it damn near killed her. And the thing that saved her was she leaned in her seat to the side, I think to like talk to her boyfriend or something, at exactly the right moment to save her life. Discover Castlevania through a Netflix show. Granted, I've only played Symphony of the Night. It's a good series. It's a good series. Yeah, first 2 seasons, Holy Items worked. Up season 2, everything's just magic and all, yeah. I don't think the first season was good. I like the first season. I fully understand some people are like, well, the rest of the show is just shit, and it kind of spoils everything. And it's like, I get it, but I still really like it. It'll be the one I universally say is like, no, this one was good. Yeah, how do you cast spells? Magic, dumbass. Yeah. Alright. Since Memorial Day, time to do my yearly thing of watching First Blood. Yeah. Riku Pain is Hot Topic, very nostalgic. Has 10 and 10 too, for that matter. Always remind me that people to this day still understand the laughter scene in 10. Yeah.
Gotcha.
There we go. Holy water also works in Castlevania. Yeah, it's a literal plot point that they get. That a vampire chick zombifies a priest and then has him bless a river to turn it holy to keep the vampires trapped. So it's like, wait a minute. Okay, if God is dumb and stupid and cringe, why are you still giving these symbols of faith power? Do you think magic needs rules? It needs rules in the sense of it should still make sense in the world you build, but in regards to adhering to reality, no, it's magic. It specifically breaks reality. Even James Earl Taylor had to explain the laughing scene. Yeah. How do the aerospace fighters work? Do I look like an engineer? I'm a pilot. Yeah. Okay, so still need... First time you stream at 12 a.m. I got to end early, so we're going to start early. Yeah, I love the cross boomerangs in Castlevania. Yeah. Netflixvania is all style, no substance. Animation and art style look good, but the writing's dog shit. Yeah, it's just bad. It's just very bad. Like, first season is pretty good. It's not, like, amazing, but it's pretty good. Everything afterwards, it just gets worse and worse and worse. Like, half of season 2 is good. Half of season 2 is good, but you kind of see that as, like, an early sign of, like, one of 80s isms, which is that he will scramble to come up with excuses for the main characters to be stuck in a location or a situation where they can't just solve the main plot. And that can go on for episodes. Season 2 had that with the fucking library, where Trevor, Alucard, and Sypho were stuck in that library for like 4 goddamn episodes. Yeah, make it follow what you've established, because it needs to make sense. You can't just have chicken dildos and random bullshit just because, yeah. Good thing about Castlevania anime is it got my mom interested in the franchise. She now hates the anime. Ever watch 80 Shinkar's Captain Laserhawk? Looks fucking terrible. It also looks pretty bad. I'm not really interested in watching it. Imagine the art style, competent writing, yeah. Yeah, I treated season 1 of Castlevania standalone, it was good, yeah. Yeah, so there's a thing called in-universe realism. Like, for example, DBZ shows us early on guns are useless. Yeah. To even a mid-tier fighter, guns are completely worthless. And it sticks with that. Yeah, stuck in one place for a season. Season 2, Walking Dead PTSD flashbacks. Magic should have rules, however the writer doesn't have to explain the rules. Yeah, just make it consistent in the world. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah, these guys are hit sponges. Castlevania, the Brian Griffin effect. Seen proof of God, but due to ego, he still want to be atheist because reasons. Yeah. I said before, vital of somebody with faith contains the exact amount of cortisol that's lethal to vampires. When a priest busts water becomes poison. Well, no, just have it be magic. Have it be magic or holy faith or whatever. Just don't make it real. The more you try to explain it, the dumber it sounds. What do you think about soft magic versus hard magic? Which you prefer? I'm not sure what the difference is. Is hard magic where they try to lay out exactly like all the rules of how it works? Because I feel like that's one of those that missing the point where it's like magic's a tool in a story. Don't go nuts. Streamlabs not go through. The notification for Streamlabs is fucking weird. Give me a sec. Yeah. Here we go. No, for $1. 10-2 was technically the first JRPG I played, but in the middle of my playthrough, I found a copy of 10, the local car boot sale. So it was rather funny when I knew about Waka willing to throw you off a cliff when you meet him in X. Yeah. Alright, there we go. So... Here we go. Yeah, case in point, midichlorians. Yeah, the more you try to explain it, the dumber it sounds. It just doesn't work. Hard magic has clear rules. Well, I mean, that can still work, but it is one of those, if it's like, don't get too dragged down trying to explain everything. Hard magic be something like After Last Airbender or Full Metal Alchemist. And that's still not exactly what I consider, because even they can get kind of loosey-goosey. Like, they'll explain rules, but they don't really stick by them. Lords of Shao's games? They're fine. Genre comic, would you do that to Cyberpunk? I miss comedy in Western comics. Since Futurama had great comics. I don't know. It had to be something I'd think about. Nocturne, when the protagonist literally says to a priest, the revolution will burn your church to the ground. This was unironic. I've seen the Magic Gathering FF cards. They made one of Kefka poisoning the water, and I kind of want it. Have you watched Final Destination Bloodlines? Also, a lady nearly died watching the movie. Yeah, no, I haven't seen it yet. Like JoJo Way of Magic rules, someone explained about fast and loose so you can do cool stuff with it. Yeah, they give you the basic concept, you know, with like the stands or the Hamon, and the whole idea is how can you break that rule set as far as it can possibly go? Because that's where you get the fun stuff. It doesn't matter if that's what you consider hard or soft magic, it's just what they are. Well, no, because I mean, like, people debate back and forth on the definitions all the fucking time, and it does kind of feel like, nah. Yeah, what I consider hard magic is they're doing every single thing they can to explain every single detail about it. And soft is basically like, if it works for the plot, it works for the fucking plot. Alright. We may already have missed what we need to get done, or have done what we can here, because... There's going to be a Battlefront 4 on top of Battlefront 3, but Pandemic 4 would have had alternative timelines. A leaked concept art for Sith Lord Luke showed up, and it goes hard. Oh, that does sound cool. How about 15, lack of a magic system, and they made it too grounded and turned into fucking grenades. Well, no, that's just laziness. That is just pure laziness. Okay. Alright. Trying to see here. Yeah, northern and south halves of the area, you run across another rinse traveling sees nothing much. If you plan to grab some AP XP. Alright, so we didn't really need to come to the Thunder Plains. Okay, want to be sure. So now Macalania, I think we've done. Let's make sure real quick. Let's make absolutely sure. Yeah, damn you early. Are Berserk be soft or hard magic? It's kind of soft. They also don't fully explain what magic is beyond it's extremely powerful. Like I say, you don't need to. Like, you don't need to explain it. And to keep some mystique in your magic, Merlin didn't explain every facet. Yeah. Cousin's been buying HRT off the dark web. Things got end badly within a decade. Used to be close. Well, just tell him to knock it the fuck off. It's like, you know that shit can kill you, right? And then show him the pictures of, like, the the training that was sending in balls of HRT with like hair in it. It's like that's what you're doing because you're not buying it through a doctor. You're buying it off the fucking internet, you moron. It is our generation Shyamalan. Hunter x Hunter does hard magic, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I would consider Hunter x Hunter a good example of hard, where there's like fucking entire paragraphs of explanations behind how their combat system works. And then almost immediately afterwards, they start breaking the rules. So I'm comfy about these kind of mission-packed sequels, playing them right after the first. That was Keffels that did that, right? Keffels and a buddy of his, some dude in Brazil, I forget his name. But yeah, it was literally like sending balls of HRT with like cat hair and pubic hair in them. It's like, it was bad. And people were unironically going like, well, they wouldn't need to do that if you just gave access to kids. It's like, so you want kids to get poisoned to get what you want? Still torn on which FF, EDH deck I want. I want to play Cloud's deck. I want to collect Terra's deck. They look cool. I do like the art. Is there a magic system in Super Universe, Marvel, and DC, soft or hard? Both to yes. It's like, yeah, there's... Marvel and DC both have soft and hard magic systems. It just depends on which character you're focusing on. John Constantine in DC is like explicitly hard magic.
How have you been?
You can survive when it's Sancho Medallion. If not, how would she fall? It would be bad. It would be very bad. It would be very bad. Is it weight loss drugs a new behind-the-counter medication? Yeah, basically. Yeah, character use a whiteboard and marker to explain what the fuck is going on with the person because it changed like twice in the series. Yeah. It got bad. It got bad.
Many Ronso lost their lives at the hands of Lord
Yeah, don't take the True Shine. Does not end well.
Those who survived.
Terra's deck wound up with a nearly the whole cast, barely any other MTG reprints.
Sealed ourselves away
Yeah, never take the True Shine.
And strengthened our defenses. But soon we no longer had the strength for
Yuki's fall would be like what happened to iDubbbz.
Now we live among the shadows of these woods.
So Metaphor Refantasio, its peak. It is really good. It's really good. Justice League Dark is hard magic. Yeah. Like, John Constantine's explicitly hard magic, because a lot of his stories focus on just explaining what the hell is going on, and here's this very specific, cryptic-ass ritual you need to do to stop it. Alright. I think...
Hi, summoner.
Yeah, you just keep talking to him.
Not trouble yourself to
Then I give
sympathy
children
for the
legal
cause.
life-altering drugs. Well, legal is
We
stretching
once
it.
walked willingly with Lord
But yes.
Seymour, never questioning.
What makes Sergio power so cool is that every stand plays by its own rules. To make sense, why stand battles are so
madness.
entertaining. Yeah, they all completely break reality in their own way.
I cannot ask that you
I'm
forgive
system
us.
stop asking real questions. Rachel's
Only
ass size stable
that
would
you
get even
forget
bigger.
us.
Trauma.
I've got a card for Triple Triad though, and of course Cloud and Sephiroth get like 3 to 4 variants of them. Tidus and Kefka have 2.
Ah, well, what brings the high
Duck
summoner
Vampire
to
Slayer,
these
hard magic,
woods?
and sorta kinda.
I'm a
Like I
sphere
said, just kinda
hunter.
depends. Constantine, the guy Elmore said he talked to, yeah, he's a comic character.
We hunt
That's why
spheres.
Elmore's kind of batshit nuts,
You
because he claims he
don't
talked to him.
say. Well then, please allow me to give you this.
Yeah, Marvel DC Magic does whatever the author wants it to, doesn't have
It
any
is of
rules.
no
That's why I
use
say it
to
depends.
Score.
Like, Doctor Strange can have stories where it's explicitly hard magic of trying to explain what's going on. Then you have stories where he's basically like, motherfucker, the plot has to end. Yeah, Stan's break reality because Rocky keeps forgetting his own rules. He's some of the guy who decided to become lesbians together in Germany. My grandparents keep asking me to explain it all to them. Yeah. Like I said, at that point, you just be like, dude, you're acting like a fucking retard. Pure impotency with magic, is that soft or hard magic? I'm more the man who worships a fake snake god's crazy? No. Okay. I think that's what we got to do in Macalania. Pretty sure. Recent Massacre's current idiocy has managed to cause even more scrutiny from Japan government, increasing the chance Japan will crack down or circumvent. Yeah. They should. Fuck them. Stop talking out of your ass about riding tropes when I'm preoccupied. You almost lost me a bounty in Red Dead Online. Why are you trying to enjoy Red Dead Online? Maybe Berserk videos, first time tuning in, but you definitely feel like a friend I made in the past. Someone I can't keep up with daily, but glad to have input. Yeah, good shit, good shit. Alright. Trying to remember what we do here. Well, we stumble into another event. Is Harry Potter hard magic? Basically, they explain fucking everything about magic there. That's kind of the whole point of the series. Okay. Oh, he ran off. I knew something was wrong and gave me a free copy of Celeste. Yeah, they're looking for Oaka. Or Memorial Day tall stream. Ahoy, my day's been saved. Yeah, it's early because I gotta end early. Around like 8 or so, we gotta end. I was getting Osana Nijimi viewers.
So what's next?
It wasn't just Alan Moore. Other authors have said they talked to John Constantine. My theory is Alan Moore induced psychosis in them. That or it's like an inside joke. Okay. Damn it. Yeah, they explain everything about magic to the children going to magic school. Is what magic school is for. Yeah. Like, that's literally the whole point. The only thing that isn't explained about magic is how it's magic. They explain how spells work, but not where anything comes from or anything. Magic just exists. Well, they kind of just operate off the idea of, like, well, you know it's fucking magic, right? Because, I mean, Merlin is a thing. Yeah, Lord of the Rings, prime example of soft magic. Yeah. They're more like miracles. Like, see, soft science fiction rather than cyberpunk or time travel, maybe sci-fi based on psychology, anthropology, and others. Well, there's a bunch that exists, because, you know, hard sci-fi is they're trying to ground it as close to reality as it can be. That's where you get, like, Arthur C. Clarke, where it's very, very logical, very analytical, and very grounded. Then you have more, like, crazy sci-fi stories, where it's more about the spectacle. So that can lean more into just straight-up science fantasy. We're out to Kanye now. Actually, you can't now, technically. You know, I'm more a friend named John Constantine. He's just trolling. That's what I think. I think he's just fucking with people. You know, it's just kind of like an inside joke among all the people that wrote John Constantine. Heard some writers interview the characters better to find the character, if that's something he may be referencing. Elmore thinks he met Constantine. I thought Constantine was just something based off someone he knew. Well, yeah, he said in an interview he talked to him and told a story about meeting him at a bar. Because I think he says, like, the last thing Constantine told him is, that's the thing about magic, any cunt can do it. Hermione just casually has a trinket that can reverse time, yeah. Okay, last I saw he went down this way. Hard sci-fi, future war with orbital calcs, soft sci-fi, aliens abduct a monster 1,000 years ago. Now we have medieval Catholic lizard people. Yeah. Halo Mass Effect is hard sci-fi then. No, Mass Effect's explicitly hard science fantasy. Halo to a degree as well. Like, when I say trying to ground it in reality, I don't mean that the story is gritty. I mean they are trying to make it seem like this could really happen. That's more Arthur C. Clarke, where you have like a rendezvous with Rama, where to be able to go into the Rama spaceship, they have to like train for years on end for a space mission, instead of just, you know, going into a ship and going up. Yeah, any cunt can do its gold, though. It is pretty good. Star Wars is science fantasy. Yeah, that's explicitly science fantasy. The Force is basically magic. And Hermione only uses the time turner to catch up on her studies, yeah. I will say it is accurate to the English. Your thoughts on Type Moon's magic system? I don't know a lot about it. I never got super into Type Moon. John Constantine was probably some coked up junkie squatting in a pub, and like any Englishman, Alan Moore saw him as a modern day philosopher. Really loud during my work hours, madness. Is Element Zero the space magic in Mass Effect? Yeah. It's the thing that allows them to affect the mass of an object. In fact, Hideaki Anno was strongly influenced by Arthur C. Clarke's childhood's end, yeah. Star Wars explicitly science fantasy, inspired by pulp novels Lucas used to read as a child. Yeah, and Flash Gordon and stuff like that. It was more negative than positive, the story's in my eyes. It depends on what you're doing. You know, if you, once again, want to make like a gritty, grounded story, it has to be realistic. If you're making something that's meant to be more fun or mindless, it has to be goofier. Thinking of writing, what do you think of this little character idea I got? Cyberpunk themed gunsmith with a side and prosthetic tinkering on account of her own hand. Her name is Jessie. That could be fun. You know, kind of like a Valhalla thing, but instead it's like the merchant who sells everybody guns. Will Mortal Kombat be soft magic? Yeah, because they don't give two fifths of a fuck about trying to make that sound real. Yeah, Type Moon magic is just waifu power. Chewbacca. Star Wars George Lucas's version of Flash Gordon. George was denied the movie rights. Yeah. About hard and soft science. Well, I've already explained that. You know, that's you're using science as either just a plot device or you're trying to make it actually sound real. Look for protection or deal some damage. And dropping M-bombs being edgy while being a virgin at the time is funny as fuck. Yeah, he slept with one girl and decided to ruin his life over her. Mortal Kombat actually accidentally invented a very great magic system. It is fun. Playing that 1980 Flash Gordon movie is fucking hilariously sad. I assume you meant bad, yeah. It's goofy, it knows what it is. We should get Queen for the soundtrack. Who knows about Type Moon magic? One day he's gonna explain in autistic detail. What system does Fate franchise fall into? It's kind of got its own thing going on with it. That kind of depends, like, are you talking about the Fate Stay Night visual novel, like original release system? Because that's where you get into some interesting territory. The gardening for 3 hours for a family friend, if it ain't or oregano or basil, fuck that. I'm saying a Fate's power system is how much the creator goons over them and what his current fetish's mindset was at the time. Basically. If your bullshit sound vague enough, it'll be magic. Batman is the ultimate magic system, plot armor. Yeah, mana transfer. I think more of Fate, Type Moon in general. Let's say I don't know a lot about Type Moon. I think it does like a different system, but Fate, it's basically just they have powers. And that's how you get more mana. Mana is stored in the balls. It canonically is stored in the balls. Until, you know, you get to the later stuff, which is less hentai and more just straight up an actual story. Hey, do you know that Tomoe's Fumo plush is back for a limited time? I'm going to grab one for they're gone. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. She reached 100k, therefore fun stuff on the horizon. Isn't Shield stupid? Remember bragging that I didn't have magic to make things easy? Instead, use super science magically do whatever was needed. Yeah, and no, that's basically the same thing. Like, past a certain point, it quite literally is the same thing.
Oh me, oh my, what did you say?
Mass Effect basically Ezo is magic. Lets you do whatever they need. FTL travel, powering weapons, brushing your teeth, Jedi powers. Yeah. Which Fates are literally hentai and when is that N ask for research? Fate Stay Night, the original, was a full-on hentai. I think everything after really toned it down and made it more of like a general magic system. Related to realism, but has there ever been armor that's extra protected user in story of acting like shiny cardboard? Yeah. I need, now I understand what you need, now I understand what to do, now I understand what mana brings out inside of you, baby, I got you. Yeah, Fate Stand was forced into a hentai, yeah. And it goes full horny again, Fate Extra. Hollow, Taraxia is also an eroge. And swap her over to... Yeah, we'll do black magic, why not? Once the hentai have kept the Yuri a true mana culture. As Riku in pajamas are in combat. That's her festival outfit. It's not a bad one. It lets you... Each festival one will kind of have different abilities depending on what character's using it, but hers is mainly about damage.
I'm gonna put you in a cast.
There's Doom Eternal. I got, all I got to is I fucking hate Dark Lord boss fight. Anyway, have a good night. This is 10-2? Yep. And playing Night Rain is going to come out in a few days. I've never heard of that. Your question, you ever plan on discussing stuff like unsolved murders and unsolved mysteries? Mainly because I think you said a while ago you love true crime stuff. Yeah, if there's ever like a movie or a show that talks about something like that, or like a documentary, yeah, I would like to talk about that. It's fun. Riku Beam. The Holy Witch. And I see this. E. Elden Ring Night Rain. Oh, okay. Yeah, I planned on playing it, but I want to see how it launches first. I'm not a big fan of the whole, like, sort of battle royale, sort of extraction thing it's doing. Well, early stream, yeah, we're gonna end early. In like 2.5 hours. So we're trying to get as much of them we can. Greek mysticism details an entity called Genius, which resides in your soul as a manifestation of your higher self. Yesterday I heard the song called 1,000 Words from this game. It's probably the most beautiful song I heard in a long time. It is good. It is good. Also, I should probably stop just spamming the button here. It's too easy to do that. Combat system in 10.2 is pretty easy. Okay, go. Yeah. Lizard. Going on the cruise, right? Yep. Fly out Saturday. I'm trying to get as much done I can this week before I do. I get inspiration for the stands in JoJo and Personas and Persona. It'd be cool to see you do more documentaries. I do like documentaries. They're fun.
Well done, please.
Yeah. Fair manhwa. I don't read a lot of manhwa. There's just not a lot that really grip me. They kind of all feel like the same story over and over again. I do like Sweet Home, though. Sweet Home is good. And some Punisher wearing skull face paint. I kind of like it. It can be a little try-hard if done badly, but if it's done well, it looks pretty cool. We may have already been through here, I think we have. Have fun on the cruise? Yeah, I hope so. I hope I do. I think it's going to be fun. That's in solo leveling, winning the Crunchyroll Awards. It makes sense when you realize that Crunchyroll was involved in the production of solo leveling. Yeah, Socrates claimed he was guided by his genius during war. How the Glasses universe operate on a soft magic system? I would say so. What do you prefer, stands or personas? Well, they're two very different things just due to the fact of Persona, it's basically just, here's your magic, and that's about really it. It's like, here's your magic school and your system and all that. JoJo can straight up break reality more than once. Does Obama get himself a metal meme? Yeah. Solo leveling really have a big fan base? I mean, from what I understand, it's fun. I didn't get into it, but I hear it's kind of fun for a mindless thing. Big on Punisher Skull, have you seen American Sniper? Yeah, I like it. I don't know how accurate it is to reality, because I've heard back and forth on whether or not Chris Kyle was just kind of a prick. Alright. Yeah, matter of fact, archetypes. Yeah. So leveling's ass, man. King of Hell is a fun manhwa, basically a cult Dragon Ball. So it was rigged from the start. It quite literally was. It was quite literally rigged from the start. Patrick, does Twilight have a magic system? I mean, technically. I have a Persona I know for a fact bad shit happening to me in the near future with a stand. It's a toss-up, yeah. Get a few months for a peep start comparing solo leveling to Sword Art Online. Dan's gonna be popular to hate it. Solo leveling manhwa is pretty good. The anime fucked a pig. Well, from what I understand, because like I said, I don't know a lot about solo leveling, is the one time it actually tries like a dramatic moment to make you care about the main character and what he's doing and his struggle. The fan base fucking revolted and said, no, it should just be about action and aura farming and all this. Even though, like, the moment it builds up is actually kind of critical to the plot. Last person recommending solo leveling to me, falsely accused my best friend of rape. I'm not going to be watching it for a while. Take stands of personas wants to do the fact stands part of you since you share the same pain as you do. Well, that and just kind of like, they're more just day-to-day useful. Like, there are some stands where it's like, god damn, that'd actually be really helpful to have in real life. Personas are very contextual. You can only use them in specific situations, things like that. I don't understand aura farming. Basically, when a character looks cool. You know, it's selling a moment, and to be fair, when done well, it's a fucking amazing thing to do. But you gotta earn it. His mom was in a coma, and the MC was able to save her. Yeah. Like, that's... Like, because like I said, I don't know a lot about solo leveling, but I know that moment is like a very big one for the main guy and for the plot, because he was actually able to accomplish his goal. And the fan base was like, man, it's so fucking boring and stupid. Why even do this? A bunch of Loli cruises are now retirement homes. A couple literally booked a bunch of cruises for the rest of their retirement because it's very way cheaper, but we're the Conga lines. I'm okay with that. I'll be among my people, which is boring old people. Or if I'm what Piccolo did in DBZ the entire time, yeah. Is that you're passionate about storytelling? I mean, yeah, it's fun. Everyone likes escapism. Definitely no last man. Don't get what the it is anymore, and it will happen to you. Been reading the newest JoJo. I've not caught up. Yeah, they did that. It's anime tourists who only care about aura and hype farming. Yeah. Counterpoint, the mom was kind of hot. Or farming is what Piccolo did for he got his ass kicked. Oh. Not true. Piccolo also got his ass beat plenty. Main post in Discord that day solo leveling fans get generally mad when there's no fight scenes in an episode. The only person who recommends solo leveling to me was the girl who ghosted me, so I'm not watching that shit. You have to be passionate in storytelling. Take pride in your work. Every type of fight in fiction, shootouts, magic duels, sword fights, sci-fi energy blast, just raw slugfests. All of them can be good. It just depends on how you do it. I like it when both sides kind of get their ass whooped. What's next time you're streaming? Tuesday. I'm trying to fit the normal schedule into me getting ready for vacation. Because, oh boy, this week's going to be nuts. This week's going to be very crazy. I watched Bridge to Terabithia, like, yeah, when I was, like, fucking 10. Crunchyroll keep making more Korean Slabo, make another season for Spider Easy Guy. Probably because it's cheaper. Or farming's low or something. People want to describe their abusive stepdad before he beats him and fucked his mom. Hype farming is hanging on to dad's promise to return with milk. Ah, shit. Okay, she's out, so... There we go. That's on GQX so far. I like it. I think it's pretty good. Alright. Just sun and coconuts for Loli for now. Well, I'm going up to Alaska, so no coconuts and no sunlight. But there will be moose and polar bears, and that'll be cool. Got a high school manga, is really cool, and you should give it a read. Same goes for Tower of God. Right now, Tower of God's on break for Season 4, so say it's a good time. There he is. See, former Synthetic Man fans now have their own threat, and Kiwi Farms probably still won't beat the heights of Mr. Enter Days. Jesus Christ, what the fuck's happening? The more I hear about this situation, the more I'm like, okay, what the fuck's happening? Alright. Look out for the Alaskan bullworm! Alright, wrong way. They're like the witch hat. Those hats need to come back. They are nice. They are nice. On both sides, and a fighter beating the dog shit out of each other makes the fight more satisfying. Yeah. Damn it. Those Alaskans, how a real American hunts and kills a moose. Probably not this way. This Synthetic Man attracted radicals. He wasn't enough for them. Yeah. Well, it's funny because I literally said, hey, better be careful because that could happen.
The Anders come faster than
Like, you will eventually be hung by the standards you set.
What can we do?
It's big, slimy, and pink. Just like Patrick's penis.
I'll be there in
What's up,
2
like upholding the
seconds.
work? As Dave, we're streaming for a little bit. When he just got hacked and the guy that did post a very shitty deep fake video shilling shitcoins and Normans can't tell it's fake. I'm lolly it happened because the dude talked to a woman, yeah. Maybe again the Zod figure re-release. I need to see if pre-orders are actually fucking open. There's a finished Naruto, including the movies, canon to the material, and last arc overstays its welcome. Kaguya, out of the blue, kind of, but would. All in all, 8 out of 10. Okay. Fan on Chinese anime. I never watched it, but I do hear there's some good ones.
A walker at your
He's surprised at
service.
least fans have a sense of humor since it's too unhappy to laugh at anything but the most unhinged shit.
I bought the travel agency from Mr. Rin, but then the temple nearby sank to the bottom of the lake.
Michael
and
Caine?
business sank with it. Just my luck.
So I need to have very,
Now
see,
the Albert have come to
you need to see
collect
very
and
chill
not
standards to the
look for
audience. Yeah.
excuses. Think ye could give old Walker a place to lay low? For a while?
Do synth fans even
I'll
like him?
find a
That
way
is
to
kind of the
make it
question.
up to ye, I
I've said for a
promise.
little bit, it kind of feels more like they're there because he repeats talking
What
points
do
they
you
liked
think?
more than they actually
Sounds
like him.
He's in trouble.
Now I just kind of feel bad for the guy. Alright, I need to make sure we pick the right option. Heard about Marvel Rivals numbers dropping? Hey, look, that thing I said was gonna happen. It happened again. It happened again. Okay. Do. Alright. Yeah, okay. Let him on the ship. It should be obvious, but as stated, it's one of those, this game is so cryptic. Not gonna lie, dude, the wave of niggers calling a non-mainstream anime pedo shit, begin watching stuff like Kale and Asabi Asabase, good shit. Well, you're in luck for the next video. You're in luck. I turned on synth as soon as he was nice to a woman. Didn't it also leak out that he was donating on Patreon to a bunch of like Fuda and femboy artists? To which I say, dude, Kimono Party exists. You don't have to pay anymore. You don't have to. You can just get it for free. Worship Synth because he was the current CEO of Racism. Now they want him dead because he was played to a woman. Have you actually read the Christian Sanchu comics on Lords and Saints? Somehow unbelievably entertaining. I've seen tons of videos going over them and like some dramatic readings. They are funny. They are funny. Marvel Rivals numbers are dropping. Everything I play dies like a curse. I kind of called it. I kind of called it. Here's where track synth fans support now. Fudodos have been leaked. Komodo Party is AI generation. Kimono Party. Kemono Party. Discussing what food and femboys were they so it can stay away. You're an animal. You're a fucking animal. You're not human. Yeah, since Tony Starks, he's the man of the people. You can just get it for free, though. Okay. So we need a letter of introduction. I don't know if we actually got that. We did. Because that's the, Yeah. Okay. God, this is another one that's fucking annoying. Like I said, okay. So, we'll know we finish if we have the Still of Night garment grid. Let me see if we have that. Okay, we do. Okay. Right, just go to Coomer, free OF, and Kimono, free Patreon shit. You don't need to pay money there. Yeah. My OnlyFans is an $8 billion company. I can just type in tits, get 1 million free pics and vids. Send Fuda on Fuda guy or Fuda on woman guy. I don't know that much. I also don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to have mental images of that. I'm going to pick it up because I fucking called it. For conveying a comic book's premise through the cover, Carmine Infantino and Norman Rockwell are great references. Oh. Roberts in the game is this. We're still on chapter 1, but there's a lot you gotta do to get the 100%. It's fucking annoying. Okay. So, let me see. Because, yeah, it's 2.2%, 1.8%, 1.6%. That should be... should be 40... No. Let me see. 22 plus 18, that is... 40 for there. 1.6, that is... Yeah, 56. Okay, 5.6%. So that'll be the final. Let me see how far along we are progress-wise. Her social's awful. You don't know me. I'll send. I want Abby's egg food to cock in my ass. That's stated. That's fine. I just kind of feel bad for the guy. Okay, yeah, 20%. Okay. So we should be more than good enough to go do it. And really not all the garments have their own profile pic. I also like them. I pay for porn. There's a lot of free porn on the internet. That's kind of what I say. I think you ever go through the PS2 SMT games on stream like you're doing with Final Fantasy? I would like to. Nocturne is really, really good. Fuck. God, my big dream is we eventually get SMT4 re-released in some fashion.
The Calmlands. Many summoners used to
Final
cross
thoughts on
these
Doom Dark
plains.
Ages?
Their hearts
It's
heavy with the
pretty
weight of
good,
their
but
pilgrimage.
like, it's a new Doom game,
I
so
was
it's already
no
better
different.
than a lot of other first-person shooters
But
out
the
there. But to
Calmlands
me,
were
it's just not as good as Eternal. Eternal to me is the peak. Ironically, it must be exhausting being an inflammatory Easter egg like Synth, even with the money. You're in constant drama all the time. Yeah.
Ooh, I love these games.
But hey, he's making
I have
money.
100
It's
Argent
America.
credits.
Everyone has the right to make money.
Well, I have 100 open air credits.
It's a bitch pain, but I stand by it.
Open
Yeah,
air
Nocturne's
what?
really good.
Well,
Like, Nocturne is one of the best ones. Nocturne and Digital Devil Saga are great, yeah. Okay. I don't know if we really need to do these. I'm gonna have to look. In Nocturne featuring Dante from Devil May Cry series, indeed. I mean, a lot of people are resorting to paying for porn in the States and the West are banning the free shit. Well, no, like, ironically, it's gonna be a thing of you wouldn't be able to do it either way. You'd have to get a VPN. And at that point, I say just do the free one. Nocturne's best Devilman video game. It is really good. Okay. Do. Okay. So we gotta figure out. Okay. So we gotta figure out what company to spot with. The guide I'm using says it doesn't matter what company you pick, and that this may not fully be required for 100%, but we can still do it just to make sure. Point of people buying OF is for personalized experience, but any girl with the following is outsourcing that chat service, so you're paying for text-to-speech and Indians. About playing Chrono Trigger on Steam. Anything I should look out for my first playthrough? No, just go in blind. That's the best possible experience you can have for Chrono Trigger. Just go in blind. A VPN or Shudder a whole ass prostitute because using a VPN for specifically porn is basically paying for porn. Yeah, we'll do it. Paying for tits, speaking with Indians. Alright, well, this place is dead. Why not? I think he has the higher stamina. Gambling stream, like Boss Man Jack. I played the Live Alive remake, basically, besides feed turbo localization translation is really good. I have not. Lupin is Lupin the Third in this game. Yeah, it's freaking gorgeous, but she was real. Treat her right and show her a good time. I see you're also aware of the Sonic Sega Gamer. Learn that language? What language would it be? Probably full Spanish. That kind of seems like the most useful one. Hell yeah. Find that AI images continue turning yellow due to inbreeding. What if AI voices compile into being Indian?
you're not getting away.
And of course, there's monsters.
Confident, huh?
I want to learn Italian so I can go to Italy. That would be fun.
You're fired.
You know, people talk about YouTube censorship a lot, but I get recommended noise content a lot. Yeah. Like I said, I've had my own conspiracy theories about whether or not a lot of the rumors and kind of rules around YouTube are real or not. Lo siento, no habla mucho español. Yeah, same. Tiger with big mustache. Yeah, it's a Coriel. Depending on the game, they can actually be pretty fucking dangerous. Your Espanol lesson start now, amigo. Spanish good for picking up Latinas. I mean, I wasn't going to outright say it, but you said it. I still can't believe Sonic 6 Gamer's fucking 28-year-old man bullying 12-year-olds and threatening to kill himself in VR chat. It is funny, though. I've learned Japanese, Russian, Romanian. Yeah.
Okay, next please.
Like, Japanese would be useful because I do like going to Japan. But it's one of those of, like, if I learn it, I learn it. Loli just must learn so he can back himself with Cholo Casca. Unlike Latino's bad experience. 12% $2 about to start Expedition 33. Any advice, tips? Story-wise, going completely blind.
Nice work.
Like, at this point, you had to have heard something about the story. Just try to avoid as much as you can until you get far enough in the game. Gameplay-wise, you gotta learn parry timing. You have got to learn parry timing. Parry timing becomes essential down the line. Also, don't be afraid to break the game. All the way through Chapter 1 and 2, you're not going to be able to. You're going to cap out at 999 damage, your quad 9s. But once you're past Chapter 2, there is no reason on God's green earth everybody should not be wearing the break damage limit pick, though. Always have that on. It doesn't matter how much you have to turn off to keep it. Always have it on. And practicing with dodging helps. Yeah. Dodges are your practice. You use them to practice the timing and figuring out what exactly is counted as perfect, because a parry is only a perfect dodge. Meaning that if you're able to perfect dodge, that is the window you need to do for a parry. You played Rising or Third Strike, parrying becomes easy as breathing. Yeah. Only talking about the Rhodesian Bush Wars off limits on YouTube yet. Made a video referencing, still not banned. One learned Vietnamese and French. Oh. Poor Simon lasted 2 turns and didn't even kill anyone in my party. I also learned how to play the piano. Yeah. Who's your favorite YouTuber? I watch a bunch of people. I like Mandalore. He's good. I like Seth. He's good. I like Red Letter Media. They're good. Here's a difficult challenge. Learning Old Japanese. Koten and Man Yogana are both extremely hard to find in book form. Yeah. We're shocked Lilo and Stitch live action is shit. Not surprised because Disney actually thought the movie, through the movie coming out, I've learned it also suffered from the Hills of Eyes effect. Do you count or is that cheating? I don't really consider it cheating. I mean, hell, that's how I learned the tempo on some of the enemies. Like Barry Season 4, what are your thoughts on it? I'm eventually going to do a video on it because there's a lot I want to say. It is one of those of like, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. Okay, let's make sure. Mine's JonTron. JonTron is good. He is good. Okay. So. Yeah, pretty sure. Who's your favorite bad YouTube cook? Cooking with Jack is hard to say no to. That man is so delusional. Ever watch Psycho Gorman? It's a Canadian Tokyo film that's a violent parody of E.T. I like it. I think it's fun. My fave is you. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Imagine being 28 years old, getting pieced up verbally by a 12-year-old in VR chat, and even being told to commit noose to neck, and only being able to cry and throw a bitch fit, Lamo Keck. Disney ruined their message in Lilo Stitch, and they tried to explain what happened to the parents in the remake when it wasn't necessary in the original. Yeah, in the original, didn't they just say they died of a... Yeah, didn't they just say they died in a car crash? Okay. DSP's cooking vids are the Kino the highest order. It's actually not that bad of a cook. New Berserk chapter dropping June 13th. Summer's off to a good start. It's off to a very good start. And one of my faves too. Hell yeah. And Cooking with Jack's had like 5 strokes. Yeah. Because he keeps dumping mayonnaise and everything. That's on It's All a Dream plot twist. You have stories that do it really well, like Jacob's Ladder, where that being all a dream made perfect sense considering what the movie's actually talking about. And there are a lot of like hints and foreshadowing in it that the movie itself even calls attention to towards the end. Yeah, car accident reminiscent of James Dean. That's what I thought, yeah. Yeah, original never explained what happened to the parents. I thought it was a car wreck. Like they die in a car wreck. JonTron, Maxor, Yu, Shota, Kirsch, Aniki, Pippa, Vinsauce, Vinny, yeah. Finished that review of Space 13 last night. Holy shit, the My Dick story was completely gold. Yeah, it's great. The original Lilo just says it was raining and they went for a drive. Yeah. King Cobra food hacks tops every other bad cooking creator. Not bad cook. Loli, chicken was clucking. Talking about DSP, not Cooking with Jack. Cooking with Jack's fucking terrible. From what I understand, DSP is not bad. Of course, I've only seen the video where he made, like, meatball subs, so maybe that's kind of affecting my perception. Okay, 1.8, 1.6, that's 18 plus 16. That is 34? Yeah, 3.4, give or take. Yeah, should be. So we gotta get about 2% more. Let's figure out what we need to do. The Macarena quest is not done because that should be. Yeah. Okay. That's gonna be hard. Rare Cross $5. Cleo really surprised me. Former teacher, brief stint in pro wrestling, and a good swimmer, wrapped up in a tech illiterate tomboy hag package. I keep hearing Cleo's pretty good. I may need to start watching her. Doesn't she do like Crusader King streams because she's like really into history? Jack Valentine's special with his meals and manners was funny as hell. I cook burgers by frying them with vinegar, seasoning, and salsa. I'm pretty sure in Lilo Stitch, the original thing in supply, the parents possibly died in a car accident. Yeah. She does, and Europa Universalis 4. Oh. Yeah, Mari underscore Yan's funny as well. She is good. During would Simon be in 33rd Expedition if he wasn't so physically, mentally fucked? Oh, he is terrifyingly dangerous. Bridgestone's only stated the parents' death had something to do with rain. That's why it's important for Leo to feed the fish a peanut butter sandwich because he controls the weather. Yeah. On my top 5, I'll listen to your videos and stream for like 5 years now. Hell yeah. Okay. We already talked to the guy. Almost forgot. We gotta find the 3 musicians. We found 2 of them. We gotta find the last one. And I think she has a master's or doctorate. Oh. You overcome your fear of Shondo, aka Moto Wife? I can only watch Shondo in clips. That voice is a little much. She doesn't seem like a bad lady, though. And I do really feel bad for her just due to how... If something goes wrong in her life, it's going fucking tits up wrong. What series? The Eternaut, the Argentinian post-apocalypse series, is really good. Really good alternative to HBO Last of Us. I keep hearing that's really good. So I need to start that. I started watching, what was it, Murderbot? The Andrew Skarsgård show. It's pretty funny. Has a little bit of Reddit syndrome in some occasions, but other than that, I actually like the concept a lot. Dude, Shondo joined Mythic. Mythic's getting a bunch of people. Shit. What King Cobra JFS food hack would you eat? None. All of them look awful. Every single one of them look like he's just dumping food together to get some kind of flavor because he can't taste anything anymore. That's Verso's max level scene with Miel. I like it a lot. It's really good. And the fact you can see it, you can see the message they write to the rest of the game. That's really nice. The new Lilo and Stitch. Nani gives up Lilo for adoption. For shame, Disney. This is a new low even for you. Trying to get some terrible hate campaigns on Sitter, but she really feeds into it. Gotta respect that. Yeah. I mean, she's just trying to live her life. Episode of My Brother and Chris when the bros opened their own restaurant. Rabbi showed how he was good at filleting fish because every bris was just practice. In fact, the young man Demon Slayer probably lived to fight in World War I, probably lived to see the atomic bomb drop. I don't think Japan was involved in World War I, at least not in the sense that we know it. That moment inside Verso would look better if he was playing piano. Yeah. I couldn't do it. But when you get to that scene and he just goes, I'm tired too, I'm like, fuck. Ever watch Dandanon? Oh, hell yeah, Dandanon's awesome. They were, and they were on our side. Really? That's interesting. Japan gave Russians their rifles. Arasaka is the best rifle of the war. So Grims beat Simon without using one-shot cheese. It was pretty nuts that Simon wipes out your first team 2/3 of the way through his second phase. Yeah, it is a bullshit attack. He literally just goes, no, you don't get to win, and wipes out your whole fucking party.
I'm on a roll.
And if you do what I usually do, which is I find the party I like and I stick with them to the end of the game, and everyone else kind of gets neglected, it hurts. Yeah, Japan are allies during World War I. See, that is interesting. I think to review Cuck 2, they got Ian Joma to play the main character. Did they actually make a sequel to Cuck? It made no money, though. Did you watch that Duster show? Looks cool, but J.J. Abrams is involved, and I have a fear of his name. I also have not checked it out yet. I may, because since it's not a franchise thing, maybe it actually will be good, because they have more freedom. Bad Expedition and 33 breaks my heart. Well, neither ending's really bad. It just kind of depends on how do you view the situation. Do you view it as like a bad ending, or do you view it as this is just kind of like putting a band-aid on a wound? Because it can go both ways. For either ending, it's like, did you actually fix everything, or did you not? Now, granted, the one ending where it looks like things are going to be okay is pretty clearly meant to be. You know, it's clearly meant to be kind of a thing.
I can do this blindfolded.
Japan got involved in the war for the sole ability to take Germany's island colonies in the Carolina Marshall Islands. Oh. Especially fucked when Miel decides to put Alicia out of her misery, but not Versa when he's begging her to. Yeah. Drinks from Japan, almost 7 a.m. here. Gotta get ready for work. Hell yeah, hell yeah. While you're looking to layers of Lilo and Stitch, more fucking hurts. Think about this. She adopted Stitch, mostly just because he's weird, but also because he was dead. He came back. Review Cuck 2. I'm not even sure that's actually real. I think you're fucking with me. Like Big O again yesterday. I'm currently halfway to completing the show. I'm on episode 16. Pretty good. Yeah. Have you read Kagurabachi? I need to catch up on that. I read the first few chapters and I liked it, but I have not kept up. In Japan, the reason we got Berserk. Yeah. There's one rifle is the Mosin Nagant. I mean, they used it all the way into World War II. Pretty reliably, too.
Well done, please.
Alright. God, Disney killed Ohana. Anything new from the West? Estate, I've started watching Murderbot. It's fun. Depending on how technical you want it to be, Steppenwolf just came out. That's a good movie. Very good movie. Even that's more like Mongolia, Kazakhstan, so how much you want to count that as the West is up to you. And most of them still used for a time, even to the early Cold War, yeah. Go to live action, Lilo and Stitch basically shits on Ohana, doesn't have a time machine. Yeah, I know. I'm well aware of how bad Lilo and Stitch is. They got an iDubbbz Joma to play the Cuck and Cuck 2. Looked it up, Cuck 2 is real, trust me. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say people have been editing Ian's face, Ian iDubbbz to be a poster for Cuck 2. I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say that's what you guys are talking about. So my brother and Christ with the bros take the Pope Mobile NASCAR, wind up getting roped into participating for the show, Jump the Shark. There we go. I need something to drink. My mouth was dry. I've been reading Mages of the Library, Actual Peak. I have not heard of that. I may need to check that out. I wasn't still using the Ukrainian war right now. Well, it's a good sniper rifle. Do you think Dr. Doom is the best supervillain in the comics? He is really fun. He does have a lot of really cool moments. Stitch remake probably doesn't even have a time machine. Ichiban probably. There's a scene in Lilo and Stitch remake where Stitch looks at the audience and says the hard R. I think Cuck 2 is better than Joker 2. Anything could be better than Joker 2. Try to gaslight people with my brother in Christ, only get gaslit with Cuck 2. Get gaslight me with Cuck 2 to call iDubbbz a cuck. I mean, to be fair, he gives you a lot to work with. Well, Dr. Doom's actually right sometimes. Yeah. Which Riku, oh my. Have you watched Mr. Welch? I have not. See a Minecraft movie? No. Music kind of slaps. It is pretty good. Gonna say the N-word and no one's gonna stop me. My precious childhood was raped in front of my eyes by Eskimos with their cold, feely hands. I had to rewatch The Cloak after seeing that clip because it's like, God, I've not seen that one in a long ass fucking time. Remember Film Cow? Commissioner Gordon was right. The only way to defeat the Joker is to collapse those cheeks.
Well done,
From Cross Pollination, I never thought I'd hear on this channel. If y'all like D&D, Mr. Welch is the place to be. Oh, okay. So does he do like D&D type stories? Like, you know, does he read out type stories like that? Because that could be fun. Some of those stories are fun. Panther God of Wakanda straight up says Doom is right. Yeah. Cuck is honestly one of the worst films I've ever seen, right alongside the American remake of Swept Away and Emilia Perez. Joker 2 taught me that rape is really funny. That's racist. You can't say that immediately explodes. Cal's still releasing stuff. Just watched his newest cartoon, Perfect Husbands. Yeah, he's still doing stuff, but obviously it's a lot more slowed down than they used to be, which makes sense. They are getting older. I've seen Magnolia at its peak. I have not. Here we go. Come on. We'll also discuss different TTRPG books and their supplements. Oh, that could actually be really cool. Damn it, keep killing Yuna.
Well done, please.
There we go, one's dead. Should be easier. I watched Asmongold Expedition 33 and what he said made me realize something. If the top ending was picked, wouldn't the brother's sacrifice be in vain? I assume you're talking about... I'm trying to remember which order they're in. Because I assume... Isn't top ending the Miel ending, and the second ending is the Verso ending? I think that's how it is. I'm trying not to get too spoilery, because there are people that haven't seen it. We're more than likely going to beat the game on stream at some point, you know, me and Shota, so... God, how do I talk about this without spoiling fucking everything? One ending very heavily implies it's just gonna happen again, because obviously they're not gonna be able to control themselves, and it's gonna be abused again. The ending itself even kind of starts implying it's already happening to a degree. And the second ending does kind of lean towards this is the one you kind of need to pick. Yeah, I still haven't came around it. Don't spoil it. Yeah, I'm trying not to. Yeah, Miel ending, yes. Yeah, then obviously that is an element that is very clearly supposed to be there, and just kind of, can you not let go? Lulu not making a return in this game makes sense when you realize how much the devs hated her outfit. Lulu died off screen just because of bad fashion sense. She's not dead. If anything, she's married and has a kid now. After watch TTRPG Legend, you should look up his list of things he's no longer allowed to do in TTRPGs. I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. Me personally, Verso ending renders everything from the first two acts pointless. Yes, but it's complicated, because the whole idea is, yes, it's pointless, and you kind of have to accept it's pointless. Like, you had your fun, but now it's over. I've read boyish Kanojo ga Kawaii Suguri. My boy's girlfriend's pretty damn cute in casual clothes. The vanilla rom-com manga as tomboys. I have. It's really good.
Ooh, I love a good
Yeah, versus ending about letting go and moving on. Yeah. The whole point is you're ending the cycle. It's finally over. Doesn't actually already do that. It sets up the situation, but the ending is where you make the choice. Long story short, he's the grognard who wrote and played the hilarious Mr. Welch list and brief, insightful reviews of various TTRPGs. Oh. How much money would it take for you to review Ironheart? I'll just review something good instead. So Lulu's getting fucked by our main man, Shota. She married Waka. They're about to have a son. Pretty sure it's a son. I always forget. I think it's a son. The second expedition is following the way of Martian, forcing the cripple back into the chair. Okay, I gotta remember where the third one's at, because I think that third one's the next condition to get the... None of them are up here. How do you feel when Luna gave you the death stare? It's a good moment. It is a very good moment. Which Ironheart, the comic, the show, or the job? About Bubblegum Crisis instead, women wearing power armor. There you go, there you go. Do you like more Fire Emblem or Dragon Quest? Fire Emblem has... Dragon Quest's not bad, but the combat can be a little simple. Fire Emblem, to me, with the strategy RPG gimmick, I think is just generally more fun. Okay. So, we gotta find the last music guy. And nowhere near here. Son or daughter, the kid will play Blitzball. Recommending Kaiichi and Kaiichi versus manga. I recommend going in blind, slow start first, but it's worth it. Dragon Quest is effectively the same game over and over again, different levels of complexity, and that's a good thing, and I mean that. Yeah. Gonna be on Archcast again soon? I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna be on vacation, so I'm mainly focusing 100% on that. Another timeline, should X2 Lulu get a miniskirt or hot pants? Good question. I think Mayo emotionally regressed when Act 3 began. Not so much emotionally regressed, it's more so much you found out who she really was. And I mean that on multiple levels. Not just her actual identity, but more of just who is she when the chips are down. Are you finally taking the trip to Alaska? Yep, fly out on Saturday. Ever seen Dominion Tank Police? Actually really fun. Yeah, it's really good. I haven't seen that in a long ass time though. I think I saw that in high school. Been watching X2. When I was a kid, I was completely severely repressed and I actually refused to play X2 because of the scandalous outfits the girls wore. Funny to look back on foolish youth. Do more trash, so I stopped watching your video to avoid spoilers and watch the movie you're reviewing and end up not watching the movie, so I'm blaming you instead of my laziness. Second Octopath Traveler. Octopath Traveler is really good. Dragon Quest keeping true to its roots is one of its strengths. And to hear that may your journey be safe and your trip be enjoyable. I also hope. Also buy a new gun. I went to a gun store to pick up more ammo, and because I was at a gun store unsupervised, I started browsing, and I ended up picking up a Mac 5 MP5 clone. It's one of the Turkish MP5 clones. I really like it. I think it's sleek. Kyle the White, $5. Thank you for reading Berserk. I'll still take my 12-year-old to see Lee Lewis fish because Ohana means family. It's okay to go to bad movies. I mean, if you're getting dragged there because your younger sibling or your kid wants to go see it, yeah, don't be a dick. You can kill 2 hours. Gonna use it to fight polar bears. How much did it cost you? $1,100.
Ready? You betcha.
Vacation, all I ever wanted. Let's go clean, shaped a jungle. How do you like your bush? There's gotta be at least some keep, some upkeep. It's like not mowing a lawn. Past certain point, just gets to a point of why not? Why are you not taking care of that? You do in Discord have those MP5 clones seem to run good. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. The only thing I've heard is the barrel can have some issues over time, but I mean that's true of pretty much any kind of gun. So I'll keep an eye on it. Mac 5 coming in 9mm? Yeah, because that's what I have. I grabbed a lever action. I could have, but I wasn't in the mood for lever action. I wanted an MP5 clone. It's from a song. There we go. Not the biggest Dragon Quest guy, but I can't wait to play Dragon Quest 8 again in a more accessible manner. One of my favorite classic JRPGs. You like Matt Walsh and bitch about spending time with your child family members. By German MP5 mags, about 70 per mag, but it's so worth it. I may have to look that up, yeah. Favorite model of shotgun? I like the Spaz 12. For some reason, the Spaz 12 to me just feels iconic.
Come get some.
Swords are peak. My best sword just to kind of hanging up on a wall, kind of like a vanity piece. You have an actual MP5 that costs an arm and a leg. Yeah, an HK MP5, those are fucking bullshit. A12 is my favorite. That's also a pretty good one. No franchise works for Disney to own and sit on and do nothing with. Disney, please do something with Schoolhouse Rock. Ow. Alright.
I've got you.
Kyle the White's For $5, he said nothing. He said nothing. You know what? I'll give him a little heart. Verso Cuck Gustav. Sorta, kinda, ish, maybe. But the real MP5s are like 2,500 to 3,000. The actual legit, like, this is what an MP5 is a HK MP5. Those are fucking expensive for multiple reasons.
You're fired!
Benelli M4 and Spaz 12 are iconic Italian shotguns, yeah. Quit being a dick. When I say Lune is meant for Gustav, CL is meant for Verso, so not really cucked. Yeah.
Be strong.
Yeah, that's not working. Well, when in doubt. We all know about Half-Life 2 HK with Betray Humanity, don't support them.
Be strong.
Fuck it. Yeah, too early, yeah. Fuck. Oh, yeah, now I remember, Okay. For one, yeah, do fire now. I forget, this one you actually kind of have to sort of pay attention. There we go. Alright. Phoenix down, Yuna. Gustav doesn't get anyone because he's dead. Yeah. He tries, though. He tries. Okay, Phoenix down on Pain. Shit. Okay. Riku, witch now? Yeah, we swapped her to a black mage because it's helpful. Okay, Phoenix down, Riku. Haven't finished Expedition 33, gentlemen. Don't worry, the stuff we're talking about is pretty early. We Swedes make good guns. They are pretty good. Okay. I think that's physical, so... Okay, barrier shift. Fred Dexon, I apologize for retarded politicians trying to ban anime. Yeah, Estee, it's one of those things. People are worried. They're pretty worried. Yeah, do Holy. I think Holy's one of those that there is no real way around it. Gustava Sophie is all good. It is pretty good. You feel really bad for her. Okay, full life. Okay, what attack does he have now? Gonna go play Dead Space 3. I'm close to the end. Yeah. Okay, that's thunder, so water. Wakizashi or Ninjato? I like Ninja. Ninja shit's pretty cool. Okay, liquid steel. Water. Surge has always been the fun police. That's why they're losing more elections. Yeah, they do it on purpose. They're all in it together. So Arnicle saying Expedition 33 devs shows to consider making DLC to the game's sudden success. It's really good. It is really, really good. There we go. It's finally dead. The anime ban will fully take effect. Will be taken out back in shot. Well, we got till September to know for sure. Personally, I think it is worded way too vague, so that will affect things. For the Tsurugi and Kagura Sumaru. Wakizashi, because it's an actual thing. That is true. Okay. Do we have any more? There. Call the White, no for real, homie. Thank you so much for reading all the Berserk. You changed my life, young man. The kids still have it. It's super good. Get a new chapter on June 13th. Let's expanding on Sierra would be nice. It would be nice. There's a few different things they could do in regards to DLC. Maybe not so much story stuff, but But they could do like more challenge towers, more outfits. You know, Maybe like a full-fledged kind of like gauntlet you have to run through. Because the Endless Tower, funny enough, fucking ends like after like 11 floors, which isn't very much. So maybe something that kind of expands on that more. Maybe talks more about the other sister that I'm trying not to spoil.
Ooh, I love a good roast.
Samurai or ninja? I'll go with samurai.
All right.
Man, because samurai shit's pretty cool. You ever play Texas Chainsaw Massacre game made by the Friday 13th devs? I have not, because it kind of just looked like another asymmetrical horror game. Yeah, first Expedition DLC. That would be cool. That would be cool. What about story DLC for other expeditions? A tragic story? It would have to be one that discovered more about what was going on. It can't just be one of the ones that died out of nowhere, because everyone already knows the twist about the world. Okay, this one's gonna be hard.
What's wrong?
I don't know why they're doing this now of all times. Expedition 60, I'll accept no other. Expedition 60 would be fun as shit. That would actually be hilarious. Big Will Expedition, yeah. Choosing Ronin cheating? I don't think it is, because Ronin are just a type of samurai. Okay, that's fire. Oh, he did bury ship again. Fuck. Expedition 69. Maybe Riders DLC? Yeah, explain more about, like, the Riders and their role. Kind of show what they can do. Like, that'd be cool. Fuck it, we'll see. I need DLC where Gustav lives until everyone stops being cringe. Big Samurai or Ronin? Yeah, Ronin fair. Yeah. Ronin are just mercenaries. Yeah, basically. There's always a problem with rhinos. Always doing something to sabotage momentum. Yep. Expedition Cart DLC. The story of the expedition tried to get to the painter via cart race. Okay, what power? Blizzard. Okay, so... Flame Tongue, Life, bring back Riku. Their depiction of samurai, I like how Shigarui depicts the brutality of samurai loyalty. It is pretty good. I like Vagabond, where you kind of see a good mix between guys who actually live by the ideal and other guys who are just in it for the fucking money. Okay. Did you read more French comics? They are peak. There are some that are pretty good. I like Last Man. Last Man's pretty good. Sandcastle's fucked up and disturbing. God, there's a few others that are pretty good. Didn't Hodorowski's version of Dune get turned into a comic? Expedition 2033, Pinning Liberty. Maybe a DLC showing all the stuff Verso's seen throughout the years. That'd be fun, yeah. Yeah, Blueberry's good Western BD, yeah. Asterisk is fun. Is Rocky and Vampire not a good comic? I know the art's amazing, but that's it. I've never heard of that before. Yeah. Yeah, Ronin were unemployed samurai, yeah. It wasn't that they were unemployed, it's that they didn't have a master. They weren't part of a dojo. This is about a new attempted anime ban and Rhino's pushing it. It's a new law in Texas, and people are worried that it could affect anime. Expedition 60 beat 'em up, yeah. Poet Expedition, where's just English class because the painter said it was funny. Yeah, Samurai Jack's a Ronin, yeah. And a hot take, despite being unfinished and some flaws, Spider-Man Unlimited is neat. It's fine. Taking Ronin Blade, the Immortal is incredible. It is really good. Sandcastle, the one where the beach makes you old. Yeah, it's the one that the M. Night Shyamalan movie's based on. But it goes way fucking harder and makes it very clear this is not fun. It has some fucked up concepts to it. Like, for one, like, even though physically you're aging, mentally you're still the same age. because your mind hasn't caught up with it yet. Read some of the Hagakure. Picture game Assassin's Creed game set in Japan, but during the Meiji Restoration, will have been a ninja using evolving modern tech while seeing the world Japan was entering. That's basically what Rise of the Ronin ended up being. Hodorowski's Dune didn't become a BD, but Mobius, super famous French comic artist, did a lot of concept art for it. Oh, okay, yeah. It's just like in Death Stranding. Well, Death Stranding is more of the time fall, the rain. Like in Sandcastle / Old, you couldn't control it at all. It was just happening. Yeah, Samurai Jack was the last Ronin. Yeah, teenage time miscarriage. Oh no, in Sandcastle, the baby didn't die. It's still alive.
Come again.
Sandcastle's probably way less retarded too. It keeps like Sandcastle explains all it needs to be for it being a fucked up horror story. Up to season 5 of Samurai Jack, it's really good. Ending is still kind of meh. It's one of those of you can tell it's just kind of Gendy Tarkovsky's big issue. He just has trouble with endings. How the world of Clarobscure works, what kind of stories would you like seeing in the future files? I would like to see more of the actual, like, painter-writer war. That'd be really cool. I recall they rip the baby out and it grows into a child real quick, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, game sort of fixed the ending. Yeah. Does the baby burst out? No, it's born. It's born normally. Tried reading Ronin by Frank Miller and thought to myself, Samurai Jack is literally this. You mentioned it, but what especially pisses me off about stuff like that is they never work to enforce pre-existing law. Yeah. Damn it, keep going the wrong direction. Where's Shota? It's a solo one. Mondays we do solo. Monday and Thursday. Into Discord, Subscribestar link doesn't work. DM me on it, because that link has not worked for a while. And Subscribestar just ghosts me on the emails now. So I'll just message you a link. Rise of the Ronin's pretty underrated. Now that I heard it's pretty good. I like it. It's not perfect, but I like it. In fact, I had to play an admittedly cool game, fix the ending's kind of annoying, especially since it's kind of delisted. Yeah, definitely makes it harder. Talking about the beach makes you turn old. Yeah, M. Night Shyamalan movie is called Old, but it's based off a French comic called Sandcastle. I mean, the baby has the mind of a baby, but the body of an adult. Yeah, the ending of the story is literally she's the last one left alive, and she's like a middle-aged woman, but she doesn't know what to do because she's got the mind of a literal infant. So she just starts like making sandcastles on the beach as she is aging to death. I can't why on God's Green Earth streaming so early because I got to end in about another hour or two. So I got to play D&D with the bros. It's on children's series growing up with the audience. Example, Samurai Jack starting off for kids before the final season being bloody. I like it. I think it's a good progression of time and progression of stakes. Michael Moorcock, Eric, BDs are great if you can forgive the adherence to the first novel and Volume 3 disregard the second's twist. When they die of dehydration and starvation? No, they age before that ever happens. Medieval Japan and Samurai are really cool, but I personally like Vikings more. You have an all message to the Discord link whenever someone subscribes to Subscribestar. That's what I had set up, and like I said, it just broke. it broke because the link was leaked out by a guy who was fucking around with his buddies, so they raided the Discord server, so I had to nuke that. I tried to fix it and make a new one, but Subscribestar just never registered that it was fixed. And so ever since, I've just been having to like manually fucking send the link to people. It shows the show grew up with an audience without being too edgy. Yeah. Yeah, Sandcastle's fucked. Yeah, it is fucked up.
Well done, please.
There's a little book called Viking Ninja. Where Jack kept his armor, weapons, and bike. It did look pretty sick. All three of the girls got some nice outfits. They all have variations of the outfit depending on the sphere they use. I just keep them in one for a while because you want to get every skill for it. Because I think there's some skills you can unlock for certain jobs that will apply to all the jobs. More fuck that force you to connect your YouTube or Twitter account. Yeah. I love social media. How it forces us all to constantly link our accounts together, which totally won't go bad if something, you know, breaks into one of your accounts. Okay. Oh. Here we go. So we gotta find one more little music, guys. He has an age. I mean, look at like at all. He just grew that stupid beard. Looks like he'll be here forever. Yeah. It's a good way of lampshading how much time has passed and the fact that Jack just stopped aging. Data breaches? Pff, what's that? Yeah. Kind of sucks how that kind of seems to be the go-to for a lot of tech companies. Reason like this why I don't use most social media. Okay. Okay, this is Thunder Plains. Valerian and Laureline comic heavily inspired Star Wars. Okay, let's go up here. Because the grinding is kind of nice, but at the same time, it's grinding. And I want to avoid that. Because we're just trying to find one dude. Learning Japanese, I struggle with katakana. It is complicated. You gotta notice the subtle differences between each of the kanji. Never gone to the beach that makes you old. I went there, I got old. Shows or games growing up with the fans from the very beginning with alienating, without alienating them is the best choice. Yeah. Jack's beard was pretty sick. It is pretty sick. Season 5 had a lot of great moments to it. Like, the part where he almost commits fucking seppuku with the ghost general behind him is like, that was dope. Your spy story or movie? You gotta love James Bond. You gotta love James Bond. Okay. Currently, we're playing Dark Souls 2 and getting ready to play Code Vein. Okay, I'm trying to remember how we get to the other side of this. Because I think... Reminds me when Google had people link their YouTube stuff back in the day. Yeah, Google Plus, fucking everyone hated that. Yeah, Sean Connery Bond's peak spy fiction, yeah. First two Kingsman films are great, too. Jack Black just looks like a lamer reincarnated version of Karl Marx. Okay, let's go this way. Never saw a James Bond film, sadly. Watch at least 5 of them. They're good. Coming early isn't about 19 over there? Yeah. Este, we're going to call it about 7:30, 8-ish, because I gotta do real life stuff with bros. Once the original YouTube founders quit over Google, making a requirement to have Google Plus account. Yeah, because it sucks and everyone hated it. It was a bad idea. Jack Black as the Tarnished. You guys know there was a bear that fought in World War I? Yeah, I think it was a Russian bear. And it was just a bear that kept hanging out with the soldiers. Favorite James Bond movie is License to Kill. Space Ranger Cobra is a great space Bond. Realization that Ashi was naked the whole time was slightly concerning. Polish, yeah, it was a Polish bear. Yeah, Polish and smoked cigarettes and loaded cannons. Yeah, Wojtek the bear. Only got to play D&D with the bros, me, nerd. Okay, there's 3 of these music guys. I gotta figure out where the third one ran off to. Okay. Okay, take it to Lake Road, go southwest in an area, walk along the path, find the music. Third, okay. Outside, see Byra nearby, see when Byra, go east, an area in south, another, pick up Donga, then go back to the woods entrance. Okay. Trying to make sure I have this right. Lake Road area, go southwestern area, walk along the path, find the third musicians. Okay. Okay. Now, Last of Us 2 ended and went as bad as everyone expected. This is like the only time people wanted the show to not be faithful to the OG. Shame. Didn't they teach the bear to load can shells? Yeah, I mean, a bear's about as smart as from what I understand, about as smart as a dog. So, should be enough to train. The only thing about Google Plus other than it being really bad. It was really bad. Now, Google Plus Legacy would be a fortunate April Fool's joke. I'm forgetting why it existed. So, what was the purpose? A Tumblr killer? Okay. 2. Alright. It may not be here. Here, let me... Yeah. So... Let me see at what point we're supposed to be here for... Yeah, it says... God damn it. Okay. So it says we're supposed to be by 23.4% in order... Well, by the time you get done with Xanarkand, you can check out... Maybe... Damn. This is gonna be confusing. Okay. Google Plus feature so awful. Emma Black remade a song on how shit it was. Yeah. Can you please get a model as Gustav in Final Fantasy X too? Comments on why we still have enemy encounters. Yeah, right. Okay. Say Port de Celeste. Mount Caucasus floating ruins. Yeah. So. We got what we need done in Moonflow. Trying to make absolutely sure we covered all our bases. Because I think with Macarena we got it done because we were at 18% before we did. I like both rice and happiness if y'all are wondering. Okay, so Bicanel, is there anything to do in Bicanel? I think we've already done it. Okay. And yeah, we actually did kind of the smart thing by only doing the digging once for Bicanel. Because you only want to gather one of the required items and not gather too many. I love 10 too. I love how cryptic this fucking game is. Okay. So let's go to let's go to Basad. Should I torture my thalassophobic ass and buy Subnautica? It's pretty good. It's genuinely fun. Once you're deep enough into the game, you kind of understand it's not that spooky, and it's mainly you kind of getting lost in your own head. Then you get down into the trenches where, no, there's straight up things that will kill you. Who's more useless, an architect who won't dig up ruins or a voice actor who can't act? 10-2 is both yes and no at the same time. You can say it is wee woo, wee woo, wee woo. Okay. Yeah, we've already done. Do we have the here? Protection Halo Garment. I think we have that. If we do, that means we've done everything. Yeah, we do. Okay. So we got every single thing we need done there. Let's go to Luca, make sure we actually got every single thing done there. Need to wee as you woo. I think this game does better than FF10. Having ATB back is fun. The Dress Sphere system is actually genuinely cool. Because it's basically just a remix of the job system. I like that. You pause the game, I have to go poop. Well, I am paused. Okay. Okay. Thunderspawn Garment Grid. 2. Alright. Let me see, because we have Thunder Spawn. We do not. Okay, so we do have to go back to Luca. What do you think was the golden age of 4chan? Hard to say. A lot of time it's just kind of our nostalgia claiming something was a golden age, but in truth it could have been pretty much as dog shit as anything else. Chris Fair's perfect modernization of the job system when it came out. Yeah, I like it. Riku into Big Hat's cute, but I'd rather see Pain in a wedding dress. I'm gonna get more Blitzball. No more Blitzball. We're done with Blitzball. My pause. Watch stream on shit or we're in the future, man. Okay. We have to go back to the arena. Yeah, Golden Age 4chan, which years do you mean by Golden Age? Good question. And probably around 08. Golden Age 4chan is whenever you personally used it the most. Yeah, not a bad way of putting it. I'm free from Blitzball. I don't want to go back. Reading Vagabond for the first time. I'm trying to get why Matahachi is such a piece of shit. Okay. Alright. Blitzball, Blitzball. We want more Blitzball. You do not want more Blitzball. You keep saying you want more, but you don't want it. And yeah, it was a good thing we showed up here. We were going to miss a scene. This game is basically all about cutscene hunting. If you don't see every single cutscene, you're not going to win. I thought this was a new video. Yeah, play Sphere Break, you coward. Play Sphere Break. Okay. This may just repeat. Yeah. Favorite Frankenstein design? The Junji Ito adaptation of the book has a really cool one. Oh, Blitzball, damn it, I can't get that fucking theme out of my head. Okay, so now we head right. Can I dare to watch a show? Started emulating and have started MGS1. I've only finished 2, 3, Peace Walker, and 5. Am I stupid? Is this game hard in all those? Cameras really fucking me raw. You gotta remember, first one was on PS1, so it's a lot less user-friendly than the other ones ended up being. But it is really fun. Once you figure out kind of how to lean with the quirks of the game, it's not that bad. Of course, I say that, but we died, what, 200 times when we streamed MGS1?
Entertainment. Lady Yuna's
and pretty much requires a guide at hand for the happy ending and gets
still a
stressful,
time
yeah.
to relax and enjoy the finer things in life. What better time for me to
MGS Delta's gonna be dope. I'm so
Sphere
hyped for Delta. I'm so
It won't
hyped.
be long now before Luca will host the inaugural tournament.
Do the 4chan hack, proving James
You
were
are
fed.
more
4chan
than
Golden
welcome
Age has been
to
dead for
compete
years.
if you like.
Should we?
Yeah!
Ask around if you would like to know the
Tom
rules
Kenny?
of
It
the
is in fact
game.
Tom Kenny. It's SpongeBob. Having fun, but the
Daytime.
shooting fucked me so hard finding Revolver Ocelot, ran out of ammo and died 5 times. All you have to know about the shooting is you have an auto target, so you don't have to babysit it quite as much as you think. And if you cannot shoot worth a damn, there's always a way around it. There's always a way. That's kind of the big lesson a lot of Metal Gear Solid games teach you, in that there's always a way to circumvent a problem in a way that you weren't expecting. You know, because, like, you do the Vulcan Raven fight, and the expectation is you fight him with the rocket launcher, the one that you aim, also to get past the one room. You don't have to. You can actually just set claymores along the path you know he's going to be walking, and you can kill him that way. There's always another way of dealing with a problem than what you think you have. Okay. Favorite God Hand character? Mine's Void. Void is really cool. I like Slon. Salon seems to have the most presence of all of them. Okay. More conservative. Death Stranding 2 flops or doesn't do as well. That's a good question. Death Stranding 1 already was pretty hit and miss with people. If you liked it, you liked it. I mean, I liked it, but... stun grenades on Ocelot, they kind of helped. I had 3 rounds left when I killed him, yeah. Okay. 2 big presences. Like feeding Fear and MGS3 rotten food. Yeah. You can feed him rotten food. You can shoot the end's bird and he'll get pissed off and immediately show you where he's at. There's always some kind of thing you can do. So much time that Kojima's put into the sequel wouldn't be good for a studio if it flops. Yeah. Favorite Metal Gear Solid song? Snake Eater is really good. That's probably my all-time favorite. Though The Best Is Yet to Come is really good. And you can feed Fear Poison Frogs. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff you can do. Yeah, Best Yet to Come is peak. It is really good. Not song, but Old Snake is a good tune. That is a really good theme, yeah. It's basically a song, just without any lyrics. Way to Fall is heartbreaking. Way to Fall is really good. But whether or not that's really a Metal Gear Solid song and not just a license from Kojima is hard to say. Favorite quote from MGS series? There's a lot of good ones. Like, fuck. Ah, God. I'm trying to think of, like, just a straight-up quote, but I keep thinking of monologues, because to be fair, that kind of is Metal Gear Solid in a nutshell. But I do love the end monologue from Ava at the end of 3, where she talks about how the boss explicitly was not a traitor, and in fact got fucked over so bad by the government. MGS has player agency and immersion sim elements. Yeah. Basically, if you can make it work, you can make it work. You're pretty good. That was a classic, yeah. There's no right part in murder. Not everyone. We're not in this to make a name for ourselves. Yeah. Okay. Here in the center of the board, it's called the core sphere. From the core sphere is called the core number. Core number can be any number from 1 to 9. An example core number is 3. 4 core coins surrounding the coin sphere are called entry coins. Entry coins are essential to advancing the game. Must be provided by the player. Without entry coins, you can't play Sphere Break. Have at least 4 different entry coins play Sphere Break. Entry coins used in the game are lost once the game is over. However, there are places you can find new entry coins. You can always win them while playing Sphere Break. Sell unwanted entry coins using the coin selection menu. I played KOTOR games? Yeah, I played both. I also played a little bit of the MMO, but I never got super far in it. No, that is not Solid's sake. MGS3, after you complete the game, you know the game was rigged from the start. Even the boss and her squad were sacrificing some pansy in office. Yeah. Alright. Win by combining numbers on the coins. Make multiples of the coin number. 8. The window on the top contains 2 valid pieces of information. Sum, break multiples. And a sum equals a break multiple is the basic object of Sphere Break. Okay. KOTOR versus Mass Effect? They are very different in the sense that Mass Effect isn't really... The Force is a very central piece of Star Wars and affects fucking everything. You know, because at the end of the day, it's basically just about 2 different samurai schools going to war with each other. Mass Effect is more along the lines of... It's already well accepted and normal and an average part of life. And it's about other concepts seeping into the setting. I do stay doing Metal Gear quotes while playing. My favorite is, that's not Solid Snake, you're pretty good in hamburgers. That's what Season 2 ending at a drop-off of 55% from Season 1 ending. KOTOR stream would be dope. It would be dope. First coin selected must always be one of the 4 entry coins at the center of the board. Until we select our first coin, the help window will display and choose entry coin. Okay, start selecting entry coin number 5. Select coins will spin, so you can usually tell which coins have already been selected. Some in the window now shows 5. Total of all currently selected coins. When selected, a coin remains selected until the end of the turn. There's no changing your mind. Now that you've selected our first coin, the message in the help window changes choose another coin. The rest of the turn, we can freely choose whether from either entry or border coins. Okay. We have a sum of 5. The next 3 break multiples are 8, 16, 24. So we're going to increase by 3. It would become 8, one of the break multiples. Like what happens is a border coin number 3 right here, so select it. Okay. Sum is now 5 plus 3 equals 8, which equals one of the break multiples. When the sum equals a break multiple, a core break occurs, and the end turns. Okay, okay. Portal Ops better than Peace Walker. I like Peace Walker's gameplay. I like the base building mechanic. You know, building up Mother Base is cool. See the opening for MGS Delta? Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm not gonna lie, seeing the Snake Eater intro and fancy new engine graphics got me a little giddy. Got me like ooh, ooh, ooh. Now core break by selecting border coin number 3. Okay. What happens if you selected coin number 1? Okay, sum becomes 6, 5 plus 1. And select the adjacent border coin number 2. That's 8. Okay, okay. We first select an entry coin number 5, then 1, then 2. Some of these is 8, which equals one of the break multiples. As you can see, there's more than one way to make a core break. For example, you use 2 coins to make a core break. In the second example, you use 3. Whatever coins you decide to use to make a core break is up to you, and this will be important later on. See what happened if we selected the border coin numbered 6 after selecting 5. That would be 16. So it's now higher than the first break multiple of 8, so the next 3 break multiples are now 16, 24, 32. Try to make breaks using 16. So add 5, get 16. Okay. And a core break, you can enter any number shown as a break multiple, however carelessly using a large number of coins, not to your advantage. Borrow coins you use to make a core break disappear at the end of the turn. Naturally, in the following turn, you'll be able to use coins that have disappeared. Entry coins, however, will never disappear. After a few turns have passed, borrow coins that have disappeared will reappear. You can choose again, like any other. Are you streaming early today for? Because that's today. We got to end about 8, because I'm going to be hanging out with bros. Your Our Children remembers his hero speech during Duke December. Well, sounds like some straight Metal Gear Solid. At time, borrow coins will remain on the board for a limited time. Each turn numbers on the borrow coin increase by 1. Borrow coins number 1 will be around for a while to come. Borrow coins number 9 will disappear at the end of the turn, regardless of whether or not they're used to make a core break. Keep this in mind when deciding which coins to select. Okay, okay. Wendigoon or Nexpo? I like Wendigoon. He has a good personality. At least it ain't Triple Triad. I like Triple Triad. Fuck you. Turns. Okay. Turn-related information shown in the window. Current display shows the turn 1 of 15. Core number is 3. Make a core by selecting entry number 5 and a borrow coin number 1. Okay. I kind of like Nexpo. Nexpo's not bad. But he takes it a lot more seriously with Wendigoon. Wendigoon is more goofy. I think that's kind of why I lean more towards him. Nexpo has that weird filter and it's too distracting. Roanoke Tales is cool. Roanoke Tales is pretty cool. But doesn't he do mainly, like, biology breakdowns? It's less so much straight-up horror stuff. Revenant's main appearance in Clone Wars would have been Force Ghost, but George objected, saying Sith, due to their evilness, can become a Force Ghost. He made good points. Well, I mean, Revan eventually stopped being a Sith. Clock, USP, or another 9mm? I would prefer USP. I don't trust clocks. I don't trust anything that doesn't have a safety. They make multiple 9. Okay, that should be 3, 1. Okay. OG MGS or Twin Snakes? OG. Twin Snakes has good gameplay, but the actual cutscenes get too over the top. I remember the Halo and Dead Space OVAs. I wonder why they were made. Why are Glocks so ugly? Because they're more about, like, practicality than anything else. Yeah, Revan's more gray, leaning to dark. Only Sin and Wendigoon's being friends with Meat Canyon. And Sith can't become a Force Ghost due to them using the dark side of the Force. Well, I mean, Anakin. Anakin did. Clocks do have a safety. It's the trigger, although I do like my clock clone as a manual safety as well as a trigger. Yeah, I like a manual safety. Okay. Just going to get a sure break. You need to make many core breaks to advance. Playing 15 turn game, you'll need to meet the quota by turn 15 in order to win. See the tutorial meeting the quota. Anytime player is unable to make a core break with the available coins, game's immediately lost. Core coins used to make a core break, disappear from the board for several turns. Okay, there we go. And it could stop being one at the last minute, but still. Yeah, so did Revan. Revan straight up became a Jedi again. That's on Elite Street Boys? I don't think I've ever seen them. Fewer board coins there are on the board, more difficult to make a core break. Okay, okay. Break multiple cannot be created in case you immediately lose the game. Okay. This coin game is gonna have my mind broken here. Bought .hack GU last recode on PS4 and just started on Volume 1. Oh. Or not played Tor Online. I hated what they did to Revan there. Yeah, like I said, I never got super far into it, but I did hear what they did to Revan, and past a certain point, it is kind of like, oh, okay. Like, didn't, like, apparently Revan, like, went just completely batshit nuts. Phineas and Ferb finished its revival episode and it already killed off the mom. How bold. I'm giving him more, hey, want to hear something cool? And Expo is more of a spoopy and somber vibe all the way through. At least he's more digestible than Nightmind. I mean, Expo's not bad. If you're in the mood for something a bit more like a campfire story, Expo's pretty good. But if you're watching a video about a subject you kind of know a bit more about, it kind of stands out more that he's just going through like brief Sparks notes, and it's like not the full story. Use one border coin to make a core break. Increase your quota point by 1. Oh. Border coin you select, you get 1 quota point. Oh, okay, okay. Get quota points by selecting border coins. Use an entry coin to make a core break. It will not disappear, but you also won't get a quota point. Oh, okay. Remember that making core breaks using only entry coins won't help you meet the quota. Because the Captain's only bad compared to KOTOR 1 and 2. Yeah, but those are good. The quota is meant player immediately wins, game is over. Okay, okay. So it's high risk, high reward. On the other hand, the quota is met by the end. Turn, yeah, player loses. Yeah. Kind of like Creepcast, but yeah, Hunter just says stupid stuff. Windigo's a lot more level-headed when it comes to not saying anything dumb inside of his videos. Yeah. You find the right balance and always keep the next turn in mind. I really wonder what Sam Witwer's doing now. Last started, he's going to play Cyclonus, a new upcoming Transformer show. Yeah, he's still doing a lot of like VA work. Okay. Time limit, blue numbers and upper left. Okay. Core Sphere's time limit is 60 seconds per turn, so each turn player would have 60 seconds to make a core break. I like structure MGS5. I always prefer the structure of the previous games. I mean, it is very different compared to the previous games. You know, because it has like the open world, but also a hub world type thing. So I get some people are really rubs them the wrong way. I like how open M5 is because it gives you so many options on how to do stuff. Even if it does kind of make the game a bit trivial. Because, I mean, it's one of those, it's really hard to kind of lose an MGS5 mission unless you're kind of trying. Okay, coin traits. Special powers inherent to some border coins. Oh. First row of coins, by the coin stats. Border coin whose number is 3 has no traits. Coin's number is also 3, but has the border trait Gill. Without close inspection, their traits there appear to be identical coins to number 3. Combining the 50 plus border kill with the... Okay, okay. Yeah, 200. Oh, okay. I would just prefer levels. Yeah. Sam was on Dexter for a few episodes. Yeah, I forgot. Who did he play on Dexter? I think he played just one of the guy of the week serial killers. when are you going to talk about the Lake Bodom? I haven't seen that. He's mainly been talking about, like, Lovecraft adjacent stuff. Well, no, he just did the video on that cult that killed the whole town. Okay. He played a copycat killer who did his mom in. Yeah. Is Dot Hack what you call soft easy guy, and then people in that play a fictional multiplayer game with avatars like Sword Art Online? To a degree, yeah. Yeah, and King in Yellow, yeah. King in Yellow, Call of Cthulhu. He's done a few different things. Because he did King in Yellow, and Flawed Peacock did a King in Yellow video. But he did that. Like, Peacock did the King in Yellow video because he was going to do Signalis. And I don't know if the Signalis video is out yet. I like how whenever Hunter says something particularly stupid, Isaiah repeats that he was in med school, yeah. And his grades videos are really long, though. That's kind of the gimmick. Really long videos give you more watch time, push them up the algorithm, and on top of that, people like the background noise. Oh. So yeah, certain entry coins will double the quota. Okay, that's useful. Every time King and Yellow is mentioned, all I think about is Signalis. Yeah. I mean, Signalis is heavily based on it. I say based. It's more inspired. So many serial killers in Miami and Dexterverse, because there's serial killers everywhere. Time King... Oh, yeah. I'll be real for a moment and say Sword Art Online stole Dot Hack Spotlight and premise. To a degree, that's actually been something people argued about for a while. Another game set in Signalis universe is really cool. Okay. So I think we know all we need to win the game. What's Echoes? Okay, count Echoes. We're making a core break. If you use the same number of coins you used in the previous turn, you receive bonus quota points, making it easier. Count Echo. And the 4 entry coins you choose to begin the game with have the C. Count Echo trait count. Coin count will appear in the middle left window. Top number. Yeah. Anyone else see that Mentor lady in Goblin Slayer Year 1? I saw her, yes. I saw her. She's pretty good. Did you contact that chat room for what he said? My sick or an RTS set in that series would be cool, kind of like Homeworld Cataclysm, but with a rock kept in the story slowly, we do naval battles. That could be kind of fun. I mean, Homeworld Cataclysm made it work with like Lovecraftian space horror, but RTS. Regular core break. Yep, here we go. Total of 3 entry coins and border coins to make the core break. We use 3 coins on the last turn. Left window now reads coin count 3. Use 3 coins again the next turn. We'll complete an echo. Oh. So there we go. Use 1 entry coin, 2 border coins, a total of 3 to make the coin core break. Since we successfully echoed the previous turn, the message echo bonus is displayed. Normally, this core break would give us 2 quota points, 1 for each border coin we used. However, we also get the echo bonus equal to the border coins times number of consecutive echoes. Since our first echo, the bonus is 2 times 1 equal 2. Your bonus calculate the number of border coins used to make the core break, so you won't get any bonus at all if you don't use border coins. Make another echo on the next turn. Echo times 2 using 2 border coins. The echo bonus will be 2 times 2 equal 4. Keep echoing using 2, and your bonus will climb up 6, 10, 8. The longer you keep it up, the higher the bonus. Oh. Favorite Gundam series? I really like IBO. IBO is good. Hathaway is technically a movie, but it is going to get another movie from what I understand. No, I think it already has a sequel movie out. Make an echo count, drop to 0, and you have to start again. Okay. So, 3. Finish core break with a total of 3 coins. We will make another echo, however we use 1 coin. So make another echo, counts down, return to 0. Try for a coin counter, have to make another core break using 1 coin. Okay, this is interesting. It actually is kind of an interesting little minigame. Never really fucked with this before. Mainly because I've never really tried to get 100%. G Gundam is peak. Yeah. Maybe an active serial killer in New England area right now. Bodies keep turning up. Oof. Yeah, like, the idea of calculating planning serial killer has kind of been extinct for a little bit. At least it hasn't been in the public consciousness as much. Mostly it's like mass killers. Like they just go in, kill a bunch of people, and either die or get arrested. Okay. There we go. A regular sum of 8. 8 is 4 times. This turns core number of 2, so if our core break on the next turn also has the sum that is 4 times core number, we'll have a successfully made multiplayer echo. Okay, 3. Last turn multiplier was 4, so we need a sum of 12. Okay. Okay. So that is 4 times, yeah. Bonus equals target multiplier times number of consecutive echoes. In this example, the target multiplier was 4, and this is our first echo, so bonus is 4 times 1, quota points. So yeah, I can definitely see how this can stack up pretty quick. I'll say shock, Jack Ripper's identity has been found out. Yeah. FBI isn't going to want a cow-killing serial killer. They want someone to die real quick, so they put an agenda. Yeah. It was government has ID'd Medicare as a victim of hate. Yeah. Yeah, that was the funny part. Yeah, because the swatting group that went after him got outed, and apparently they have connections to that 764 like CP ring cult. Okay. Okay. So how do I start a game? Oh, talked about in the storeroom. Well, we can just kind of leave and try to. Who's 764? It's a CP ring that got famous because if you remember that video of the drunk old guy who shot his stepson in the ear, that kid was involved with that. He got arrested not long after that video came out because, you know, obviously police were looking into it and found out what he was getting up to. And yeah, that's what 764 is. It's a essentially some kind of like online. It's gonna sound really weird, but satanic cult that goes around grooming kids and getting CP, and they're involved in like obviously like a swatting group that fucks with people. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. There we go. Thunderspawn garment grid. Case of a serial killer targeting gay men in Party Town in Texas, and the cops keep denying there's a killer on the loose despite multiple bodies turning up in the river. Yeah, I remember hearing that when the shooting video went viral. Yeah. Remember a PS1 game where you manned a helicopter in overhead view and you blew up soldiers and bases? That does sound familiar. There were a few different games like that on PS1. My kid got shot in the ear because the kid was being an ass to his dad over LGBTQ+. Yeah, and the kid was involved with 764. I don't think the dad necessarily knew that, but the kid was involved. God, it's me. Is it time yet? 764 online, satanic child pedo neo-Nazi group is the best I can describe. Yeah, they're fucking weird. The cult targeted Jim via watching. We don't know exactly why Jim was targeted with swatting. It could have just been an uninvolved one, because it was more of... It wasn't like 764 was the one swatting. It was more that they were friends with a swatting group that would go after people for them. Okay. Thanks, I'm at a fucking Helsing. Okay, I think we've done all we need to here. To be honest, Dad looked like a typical mentally retarded hillbilly drunk. His mom looked like a meth whore. You and Madam Savvy talked about this on Side Scrollers. Yeah, it's a fucking weird ass rabbit hole. I forgot to mention, also close in the order of 9 angles. More of the same, but more Satanism and neo-Nazis. Wait for this new season's new anime got reincarnated. John Cena, my girls can't see me. Yeah, I heard about 764. They're cartoonishly evil. Yeah, like, because like I said, the kid who got shot in the video got arrested for being involved with him. And yeah, it came out that he was like posting online about how he was on a mission to corrupt children and shit like that. I found it was called Soviet Strike. Oh, that game? Yeah, the PS1 game? I think Satanism and neo-Nazis go together like bread and butter. There's a tank compound was paid millions to Mexican cartels to perform rituals and rites for them. Yeah, I think Wendigo and Funny Enough made a video about that. Cause yeah, that's where you get into like full on like fucking Santa Muerte shit. Okay, So we got Luca done. I'm not sure how much it really accomplished, but we got that done. So, ah, God, this game makes me so fucking paranoid to do anything. We got that done. Got that done. Santa Muerte, Saint of Death. It's basically a mixture of like Catholicism and old school like Aztec beliefs. At least to the best of my understanding. Because Santa Muerte was essentially what the people in like old school Mexico, I mean like old school Mexico, would pray to. Because the idea is you pray to them hoping you die a good death. So you die old or with family, things like that. When the shooting happened, when the old guy shot the kid in the ear, that was like 2 or 3 years ago. You get that Lady Luck Sphere in no time. Oh yeah, Santa Muerte stuff gets really crazy. Yeah, I mean that's where you get like Day of the Dead and things like that. More accurate translation of Santa Muerte would be Holy Death. Yeah. And to mention black white supremacist is also a member of 764. Yeah, it is a fucking schizo ass fucking thing. When Spanish they were able to bring early Mexico into their religion was to blend their religion with old school beliefs. Yeah. Saw a video of Oblivion showing all insults Vika has for each race, and Jesus Christ, that woman is a definition of competitive racism. Okay. So, let's see here. So gotta find a way to bump up a little bit more. I feel like Thunder Plains, we still didn't really get what we need done there, so let's see. Yeah. Thunder Plains just be 0.2%. It goes back in 2024, last I checked. Yeah, like I said, it was like a year or two ago. Santa Muerte sounds like Innocence Gang and Manhunt. Okay. No, I think we already got it done. Okay. Reading about Res 764 leaders, and I thought it was going to be in just US and Europe. I was wrong. No, they're all over the place. It's like a worldwide little thing. I know some of them are from Eastern Europe, because that's why that's why people had trouble kind of tracking them down. Okay. What do we need to get done in Jose? Because that's a full-on percentage. I don't know if we actually got that done. Positive note, found out that a cousin I'm close to and his wife are going to have a baby in December. Good shit, good shit. Very good shit. Okay, we already got that done. I feel like Catholic Church banned a lot of their beliefs in order to appeal to other cultures. I mean, it's how you spread the gospel. Yeah, one was in Nepal. On the VA that does Saijima is also Takamura. Makes a lot of sense. Okay. God. I really don't know. We might have fucked some up all the way back in the prologue. I don't think we did. Yeah, board the Celsius. Yeah, that's just tutorial stuff. We already got all that. Yeah, got that. Like I said, this game makes you so fucking paranoid to do anything because you really don't know what you need to do. Okay. Got that done. Okay. Alright. Well, I'm gonna trust we kind of did something right here. Would be dodging lightning in this? No, there's no more. They specifically make a joke that you don't have to do that anymore. Mexico's Virgin Mary Guadalupe was originally a Mayan deity of fertility until the Spanish came and made her into Jesus' mother. People you think join Christianity because the animator hentai nuns. Okay. Well. Alright, so the thing is, before we go to Xanarkin, we need to have 21.6%. We're only at 20%. I really don't know if... I do not know if we did this right. Because I know we fucked up the... We kind of fucked up the chase with LeBlanc. That might have set us back. That might have. God. Alright, so let's check Mian. I don't know if we actually fully did Mian. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we do have to go back to Mian. Because we gotta talk to a bunch of Albed people. We gotta talk to a bunch of Albed people because when you do, it'll unlock something in Chapter 4. It's harder getting neutral route in SMT4. Perfect ending in this game. Definitely perfect ending in this game. It is so contextual. Hear about the butchering live action Lilo and Stitch where they abandoned the theme of family for the Big Sister 9 to put Lilo in foster care, pursue a girl boss career in college? Yeah. Well, it's funnier than that. It's a girl boss career in college in California for marine biology, when Hawaii has the best marine biology program in America. It's kind of one of those things of like, this never needed to happen. What the fuck? And the Japanese love the church and iconography. Look at the Fate series. Yeah. All better people now. Gotta talk to him and make monkey noises at him. Waka. The reason we're not taking Waka with us.
So what's next?
764 active in Texas and they were close to where I'm at. Jesus Christ. Actually, Lilo and Stitch and pro-California propaganda. Like Disney can help themselves at this point. That's a good point. They're trying their best to appeal to everybody that they appeal to fucking nobody. And they can't understand that's what's doing it. Their Mudvayne album? I don't really remember their albums, like, singular. I remember songs. I talked to a bunch of Albed because we need the power Waka's racism for final boss. Funniest thing about that, making Nani go to Cali, she's already living on an island with the best marine biology program and being in the middle of the Pacific. Yeah, right? Like, there's literally no other reason than she just wanted to abandon Lilo. Which, granted, is funny. Oh, God. There we go. You know, I'm starting to get a sinking feeling...
Come again.
I'm starting to get a sinking feeling that maybe that 1.6% we need in order to get the 25 needed for this might have been from the fucking race. It might have been. Here, I'm going to try something real quick. It's also outrage marketing and do stupid things and make bad decisions that get outrage publicity. Yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I saved before... Yeah, I know for a fact I saved before that race, because I've been saving, like, every other... I've been making new saves every chance I get, because I know this game. Like, I know this game is cryptic as fuck. Waka's racism already saved the day once he earned his wife, goth wife, yeah. You need family or being a mother, you have career, GDP per capita is all that matters. How long until you need to end the stream? About half an hour. That's why I'm going to take the time we have left and make sure of something real quick. Yeah, come on. Because if my worst fears come to pass...
Turned on?
Yeah, if my worst fears come to pass, we're gonna have to jump back a while. Come on. Because I know, like, the big thing I'm worried about is, okay, very, very beginning of the game, like right after the intro, you have another mission where you have to climb a bunch of ruins, and you have to climb up the ruins before LeBlanc does, which is your main rival in the game. So I'm worried that because I know for a fact we fucked up that race. That race gives you a full-on 1.6% towards completion. The exact number we're missing to get to the 25% we need for the 100% ending is 1.6%. Because we're at a flat 20 right now, and you need to be 1.6, then you do the Xanarkin, you jump up to like 23.4, and then after you do Xanarkin, there's another mission that gets you to a solid 25, and that's where you need to be in order for the game to work. So let me see here. Let me make sure I even have the save before I test this, because otherwise we're going to be pissing, moaning, and crying. Okay. Yeah, Floating Ruins, upper tier. 5%. So let me see. How'd you mess up that race? I forgot which way we're supposed to go. And because of that, it kind of put us behind. Because you have to get up there before... Yeah. Yeah. Because you have to get up there before, like, 6 minutes? Okay. Because, like, story-wise, to kind of explain it, story-wise, you'll be fine. It's just about whether or not you can get up to, Fuck. Yeah, we did fuck it up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, here. So here, I'll show you exactly what I mean. So, at the end of the Mount Gagazet Floating Ruins, which is the it's the mission to actually get the LeBlanc to win the LeBlanc race, you have to have 6% by the time you get to the end of that. So you're gonna go all the way down here to, yeah, it's about 5% right here. 5 or 3. We'll do safe and do 3. Yeah, 2.6. Yeah. Yeah, you fucked up. Yeah, we did fuck up. We fucked up so bad. Because, yeah. Oh, wait, no, this is backwards. This is not part of the race, so we don't have to worry too much about that. I talked that one NPC 3 times to 4, you'll get 99% cuck ending achieved. Yeah, quite literally. Farnese, Devendemian or Casca, smash or pass? Why not both?
This Machina still works?
Yeah, 25 days ago, yeah. Now you know why people don't really like 100%ing this game. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, this is my test, because this is the 3% you're supposed to be at when you're here. So if we beat this, and we're at a solid 6%, because we got to 6% by going to fucking the island and talking with Waka, because that adds percentage.
Owie.
What happened? Is you know okay?
Things are, disasterific.
It's rewind time.
Disasterific! I am on my way.
Ever played the DOS game Tongue of the Fat Man? Brutally unfair pre-Street Fighter 2 fighting game, but it's got charm. I've not. Yeah. This game would have made me want to kill myself. Yeah. As stated, if we didn't give a shit about the ending and just sped through the story, we could get this done in like maybe a stream or 2, but I want to try to get the 100%. The 100% is going to be our kryptonite. Bosch belongs in prison for a CP mountain in his home, but doesn't even get a strike against the channel. Yeah. Forget about it, Jack. It's Chinatown.
Remember that name well.
loves.
Ah, the thief.
Whatever do you mean? Ugh, that's what I hate about amateurs.
Maybe she'll go away if we ignore her.
I heard that. Just as I was saying.
Those gray hair's gonna come in early, yeah, right?
They have no concept
Upside, we
of what it takes
basically
to
know
be a
what to
true
do.
spear
Don't do
hunter.
all the story missions in a row.
Weren't you following us?
Run around and try to get as much as you can
Follow.
done.
A mere
Brother here's Eunice in trouble and sprints across the fucking Pacific Ocean to help. He's that level of simp.
Indeed, following them has paid off splendidly.
Yeah, Buck breaking the video game.
Laugh while you can.
LeBlanc's so retarded, I love it. I love her. She's great.
Them again.
And yeah, we have our old dress fears being we're gonna get our ass whooped. Okay. Swap her to... Fuck, she only has this. Okay, so keep her as this for right now. And fight Durumbo gang, yeah.
Get your act together!
Temu Team Rocket. I'm gonna start all over again. Look at the Jim Swine thing. Looks more like Gem attracting weirdos like flies. Yeah, it's basically a skill set. This canned FF10? Yeah, it's technically the epilogue. No, there's no third part. Don't ask. Should publicly shame Vosh whenever that gremlin leaves his cave. Alright. Here we go. LeBlanc or Donna the dark-skinned summoner lady. I like LeBlanc, just because she's dumb as fuck. The Samband, do you think anything's gonna happen to him on a Fed level? Probably not. But it's one of those, I'm curious how many advertisers and sponsors are gonna drop his ass. When did Pain get a gun? It's one of her spears. She has a gunner. It's Yuna's default when you start the game, but you're not really supposed to stick with everyone's default. You're supposed to change them around. Jim was swat again? What? No, the guys that swat him the first time got arrested. Frag grenade, go. Okay, there we go.
And this is the thanks I
Here's the
get for
glicky.
going easy on you.
That's the song got a 24-hour ban? Yeah, it's bullshit. Should've been longer. Anyone tried pieing Vosh?
Who does she think she is?
Damn, she got gomaged.
She's getting hurt.
Song get banned for? Let me guess. He said something about women. No, he got named as a possible influence on the guy who shot those two people outside the Israeli embassy. Okay. So yeah, we gotta beat this in 6 minutes. Yep. So we'll look like a JoJo villain because she's great.
Let's do it.
Really got people killed with his rhetoric. Yeah.
This is a little embarrassing.
You'll get your best griffer. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Shaman's gonna string his Nepo baby up. There's been no investigation. Well, that's the thing. He's been named, so... You know, it's kind of one of those things. Can I ignore the treasure right now? You can come back here, so it's fine. Killing those Demonlets, it's not gonna make their cause for fighting for their Christ. Yeah, they don't care. There's a bunch of rich kids who are looking for something to do. Saw Nick's Discord and his Twitch. I wonder why. Son's butt buddy's the CEO of Twitch. Yeah. Oh hell, fucking XQC talked about on stream, or like, yeah, the big guys, they do not get touched. Their bans are scheduled around when they want to take a day off. Hamburger $2 Son also has been calling it a false flag. Yeah, he keeps going back and forth on it, where on his stream he'll call it a false flag. Then when people say, why are you calling it a false flag? He goes, nuh-uh, I debunked it was a false flag. And people are like, why are you lying when we can just pull up the fucking clip of you saying it? Here we go. Don't be surprised if anything happened to him. Hassan himself is useless, but his family will hire the best lawyer to protect their Nepo baby. Yeah, he's a rich kid. He is a privileged rich kid. And delete all of his VODs, yeah.
Sorry, boss.
Long character voiced by Tara Strong saying snake. Nothing comes to mind. To be fair, I think this was before Peace Walker. Though it is pretty cool. Alright. That's Hassan or Vosh, who belongs in prison more. I mean, Vosh is an actual fucking sex weirdo. He started his career canceling a chick that accused him of, like, sexually harassing her.
Another
I got money on that. Hassan's dad puts money into Twitch, and that's why him and his buddy never get touched. Yeah. His dad's the leader of, like, a really powerful political party in fucking Turkey, as far as I understand. That is Vozba's entire Discord server, too, yeah. That's the reason I don't use Twitch. I refuse to use a platform that hosts a terror sympathizer. Yeah, live by your principles. People stop streaming on Twitch. Yeah, 'cause it's a fucking nightmare. Like, people get banned for the dumbest shit in the world. They play obvious favorites. Like, it is a thing of it is owned by a annoying-ass clique. Could you look in this game and thinking, oh, this gives me ideas? Okay.
Let's show the ladies.
Shit, I skipped that dialogue. I don't think I should have done that. I commit some of Kier's photos were posted and took me off guard. She looks older than I expected. Don't go talking about that shit. Don't bring kayfabe. You are very much not supposed to break kayfabe. Ever stream PS1 Devilman game? That would be fun. That would be fun. I think Democrat Party defeated young men next election, double down. They have no idea what the fuck they're doing. They'll hoard out to so many different companies, they don't even know who they're supposed to be pandering to. Dancing animation, surprisingly good for PS2, yeah. Alright. If you watch what's on anyway, you can't even pretend to look or sound smart because he looks and sounds like a stereotypical surfer dude, bro. To his credit, he looks like he takes care of himself. He looks like a put-together kind of guy. So teenage girls fucking love him, and teenage boys who want to fuck said teenage girls are going to go, oh, I'm going to copy everything this guy says. Maybe I can get chicks.
I think this will be hard. Only one way to
And
find
PS4
out.
Red, see there's ain't good sales going on. See this Last of Us Season 2 draft television viewership 55%. Fucking keck. My understanding, Hassan's parents work in the U.S. government for the Turkish government. Their whole job is to make sure as many American tax dollars go to Turkey as possible. Yeah, they're a political faction. Okay. Okay, so we got that done in 4 minutes. No, not even 4 minutes. We did it in less than 2.
Would you stop staring?
Sounds proof conventional attractiveness can get you an audience. Yeah. Okay. So we started this off at 3. Let me save here. 5. Yeah, okay. Top of the spires 5. Okay. So we may not have missed... Yeah, we may not have missed it. Okay, I want to make sure. I want to make absolutely sure. Because by the end of the segment, when you do the boss fight, that'll get you the other 1%. Okay. Lensflare's perfectly timed, yeah. Samurai did say he mainly hates the song because he wears a shark tooth necklace. Yeah. Yeah, 4 time, let's go, yeah. It seems like it's good. It seems like we are okay on that regard. So we might just be missing one more thing. And I swear to God, if it's the fucking music people, I'm gonna lose my mind because I can't find them. So here, let me close the game real quick. I don't know why it won't give you an option just to go to the fucking main menu. We have new media stations denying them on live television articles, so we can't hide behind the niche Twitch streamer persona. That is true. Okay. Let me just Google this real quick. So, FF102 Moonflow musicians. Okay. I do not need these guys. Okay. North Wharf of Moonflow. Going's go to Macalina Woods. They can find Byro walking on a light path. Donga on the southern lake, Putak on the maze path. Okay. So here. So we go back to Moonflow and we walk around the light path, because that's supposed to be where the one guy is at. So we find them, that might get us the extra percentage we need. The title theme for 10-2, very relaxing. It's very nice. Final Fantasy games have good music. Got the inclusive drink package for the cruise? No, we're just gonna buy our drinks. Oh wait, no, not here, not here. Tectone got banned for 2 weeks for calling a chick fat, but Hassan doesn't get banned for cheering on terrorists. Twitch is a joke. Hassan's friends with the Twitch people. Like, past a certain point, should just be outright said that's what's going on. It's like, yeah, he's friends with them. He's friends with them. They pull favors for him. Like, it's a nepo circle. I'm shocked Hassan's ban lasts more than 3 hours. Yeah. Okay. So the light path should be... Okay, where the fuck is this guy? Tectone calls Hassan's friend fat too. Yeah, Frogan. I can say her name because I'm not on Twitch. I don't give a fuck. Where the hell? Okay. If not there. Yeah, Dan and Twitch staff sing him happy birthday, yeah. Do recommend a drink package if you're drinking a bunch. It adds up on a boat. Be smart. That is true. Okay. Where the fuck do I find... Okay. Sphere pull. Go to the shining path to a searing of blue butterflies. Okay. Okay. So we gotta look for a ring of blue butterflies. We've gotta talk to Byra first. Which might explain why we can't find him just yet. He hasn't been triggered. So... Oh. Okay, it's just my eyes playing tricks on me. Because I'm convinced this may be one of the triggers get us closer to the 21% that we need. So, let's see here. Let's talk to this guy. I don't think this is who we need. What happened for D&D today? Good question, good question. Get tired of politics on Twitch and remind myself Oliver North plays himself in Black Ops 2, yeah. In fact, hasn't this been Hassan's third ban in the past 11 months? I think so, yeah. Okay. Sphere pull, use shining path until the end. Go to your first right. Take him, walk to the clear end. Speak to him first. Fuck. Okay, okay. Shining path to the beginning. Move towards where Guado should be standing. Go past him or her. Find yourself in an area that has 2 monks standing guard a road. Restrain to reach an area in 4th section. Yeah. Turn back to Celius. Say no. Go back and speak to Hypilio to claim your reward. Okay. So I may have fucked this one up because we didn't talk to... Yeah, we didn't talk to the one dude first, the end of the Shining Path. What happened to Foxu? Well, she got doxxed and her pictures are flowing around, to which I say, don't break kayfabe. Don't look for them. My greatest fist hates Final Fantasy because it's what pushes beloved Breath of Fire into obscurity. I know he really hates FF10 almost as much as he dislikes 7. He's just kind of a contrarian. He's kind of, you know, pokes at people. What do we fumble? Basically, when we're talking to musicians, you have to talk to them in a specific order. And we may have fucked up that order. Because, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we might have fucked up the order. Damn it. Procure, she doesn't deserve any of the shit she's getting. Yeah. Okay, let's go this way. May put us back on the path. Okay, it does. It does, yeah. Okay. So... yeah, we may have to reload a save, but only from the beginning of the Macarena Woods. So at least there's that. Yeah, considering Hassan left's reaction to recent events involving Jews kind of proves my theory. Compensate Nazis for invading the Soviet Union after crimes against humanity. Yeah. Well, you're acting like they're actual communists. They're not. They're a bunch of fucking rich kids LARPing. Like, there's no such thing as a true communist nowadays. Everyone's a fucking LARPer. Okay. Yeah, bird thing is in the sphere pool. Yeah, shooting path to the end. Okay. So let's go all the way to the end, because maybe he's just hidden. Our son went to a brothel owned by Hell's Angels. Well, it got raided for human trafficking, but yeah. So yeah, oh, nope, there he is. No, damn it, that's my eyes playing tricks on me again. Fuck. Ah, damn it. Okay. Rich kid LARPing like Marx? Yeah. The German Hell's Angels? Yeah, there's European, there's European branches. Sounds a capitalist by definition. Yeah. Everyone is. Even the people that claim not to be capitalist, they're fucking capitalist. Capitalist is human nature. Perfect place. Start Final Fantasy OG the remakes. Do the OGs. Should still treat commie LARPers as real comics, constant mockery and derision. No, you just point out they don't even believe a goddamn word they say. Their only response is, oh, but you are involved in society. Checkmate liberal. It's like, no, it's an actual fucking point. You're not living by the standards you want to set to other people. Why are you allowed to have luxuries and all these fancy things and nobody else is? Original mortal sin, greed. Oh shit, I meant to... here. How far back is the Macarena Woods? Because Luca we can just come back to. Comlands doesn't really necessarily apply. Thunder Plains, Kilika, Guadasalam. Yeah, I would say Thunder Plains is probably as far back as we would need to go. Maybe-ish. Yeah, because... so quickly, comments turn to Polly from Goodfellas. Fuck you, pay me, yeah. Cool aesthetic? I don't know. If you can make it cool, it looks cool. Or it's easy to pick up and play. You're not wrong. Fuck, marry, kill. Zod, Salon, and Griffith go. Gay. Very gay. Because the selfish sociopaths are like watching others suffer. Yeah. Okay. So... yeah, we head back to Thunder Plains. We come to Moonflow. We get everything in Moonflow done. Yeah, this should work. This should work. Not to mention communism, an ideology based directly off hypocrisy. They can get away with war crimes, genocides, being friendly with the UN, and amnesty. Yeah. Yeah, welcome to 10-2. There's a lot of... oh, are we sure we got that done? Okay. So we head back to... Guadasalam. Yeah, because we can do Thunder Plains pretty quick. That's the reason why some commies don't believe most of the Marxian position. I mean, that's well and good, but they still believe in the same stupid shit. Okay, Macarena Woods. Okay. So what we do, take the light path. Again, reminds me of trying a 100% Trails game. I feel bad. Yeah. There's so much of, are we sure we did that right? That's why I save so often. comments and power to the people and all that. What do you mean I have to be poor? You don't understand. I need champagne. See me? Look at all those save files. Yeah. And I'm still not sure if I've been saving enough. Okay. So now we go up here. Okay. And Guado Salam. Yeah, old man should be up here. And the worst part is we can't skip dialogue.
Forgive me for the grief I have
First Hogwarts
caused.
Legacy, then Shauna, now Cures after that. I hope gay marriage is repealed.
Well, with Lord Seymour gone, we Guado are hardly different from the dead.
I want a cheeseburger. Alright. So we just talked to him 4
Many
times.
also lost their lives at the hands of Lord Seymour.
Okay.
Those who survived swore vengeance for their fallen comrades. We Guado sealed ourselves away in Guado Salam and strengthened our defenses. But soon we no longer had the strength for even this. Now we live among the shadows of these woods.
Trammel.
Monty once out with a guy, went out with a guy, always asked about, talked about how great communism is, but also collected rent from property privately owned, yeah.
Sympathy for the Guado.
Your favorite 360 era game? I played a lot of Mass Effect, that was pretty good.
Never questioning.
How much longer streaming? Not much longer. I was trying to be sure if we fuck something up real quick, and then I'm gonna call it.
Lady Yuna, I cannot ask.
Anyone have any recommendations for headsets with mics for PC gaming?
That you forget us.
Usually if you're gonna have, like, if you're gonna do something on PC, you kind of want to buy a mic and a headset separately. Because they're pretty cheap.
Ah, well, what brings the high summer?
Part Blood or BJ got a shotgun sawed off. What's the difference between that sawing off your shotgun does? It better spread. The pellets from the shotgun will spread better. Remember having me a Vietnam era journalist do what you do to a pedophile?
Don't say. Well then, please allow me to give you this.
You can skip cutscenes, pause cutscenes, and show it. You can, but if you skip the wrong ones, you can fuck yourself out of percentage. That's what I heard, and I've been too paranoid to test it. So I want to make absolutely sure we're not going to do that. Okay. So, dude's not here. Maybe this isn't the right place. Azan's mom's a literal landlord, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Doom Dark Ages game? I have, like, really, really complicated feelings with it. There's stuff I like, and there's stuff I really hate. It's weird. Son's dad's also a board member of a conglomerate owned by a super wealthy Turkish family who originated their wealth from confiscating homes left over from the Armenian genocide. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me see. Oh, God. It's gonna hurt my fucking head. Because now some are saying you can only talk to him in Chapter 2, and we're not in Chapter 2. We're still in Chapter 1. So maybe it is a thing we can only do in Chapter 2, but then why are we able to talk to him in Chapter 1? Here, well, we'll start this one real quick, because we know we need this one. Oh, he's brain hurty. It really does hurt. It really does hurt. Because now I'm getting to shit where it's starting to feel a little, contradictory. Okay. Here. Macalania Woods, Chapter 1. Here, I'll just look this up real quick. Yeah, helping a Waka. Yeah, got that. Talk to Buddy and travel to Bicknell Desert. Maybe that's what we need? Yeah, okay, no, finding the musicians. Yeah, you can. Okay. Walk forward and speak to a figure in blue to trigger a scene. He's the musician Beira, is trying to find his friends. Head east from the stage sphere to a path next to a grotto. No. Okay. So let's go back to the light path real quick. Yeah, things are locked in chapter. Yeah, right? You might go insane at this point, dude. It's hurt my fucking head so bad. Yeah, speak to a figure in blue to trigger a scene. Yeah, this is in chapter 1. I really hope it's not a thing if we locked it out by doing other stuff first. I don't think it is, but we gotta make sure. Yeah, figure in blue to trigger a scene. Musician Beira trying to find his friends. Head east from the stage sphere to a path next to a grotto. Take the path to the next area. Continue straight, ignoring Yevon guards. Maybe he means like through here? I don't see why though. Fuck it. We'll just keep going. God damn. We may have already got it, but we gotta be sure. Lesbian road trip driving Lolly insane, right? So Hassan family pulled George Soros, not surprising, yeah. My favorite PC for 10 minutes or else you lose your game's progress. Trust me, brother, Magic Crack Fight told me. Come on, just kill this thing already. You get animators into the studio and release a full glory kill pack with first DLC, and rework a little dragon and mech. Yeah. Okay, relationship going on here, yeah. Well, it's like the game is fun, but when you want 100% it, that's where you get into like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to do what? You know, it's like trying to 100% FF10 by itself. It's like, wait a minute, I have to do what now? Okay, so... figure in blue. No, he's not here. Damn it. Camelot posted the call from the con that canceled his appearance over faggotry. Yeah. Oh, god damn it. No, not this thing. Well, I just happened to see that Chacos Island, the deal that Britain made with Morosos to give the islands back and rent them for 99 years. Significance is we're U.S. Resupplying the Indian Sea. I have no idea what any of those words mean. Okay, that's the grotto. Maybe he's further back. Yeah, let's exit and return by just walking. Yeah, there's still no figure in blue. God damn it. Okay. Well, you know what? I gotta call it here because it's getting close to 8, so we'll figure this out later. We'll just figure it out later. But right now, I am running into that thing of, dear God, my head hurts. I don't know what this game wants from me. We say the magic F, N, and J word here, right? Yeah. Yeah, read my super chat. Give me one quick second. I'll get to Streamlabs. The island in the Indian Ocean that we use to launch strikes in the Middle East. Ah, okay. So that's how we find the musician people? That seems a little weird. Have to fly all the way out to an island. It's a problem for future you. That is true. That is true. Eco for $1 in light of the shit that happened with Kirsch, where once I feel zero sympathy whenever these progressive fucks dox and cancel each other. I'm sorry, Lolly. I am but Ed Piscor got what he advocated for what happened to him. He was supposed to do to others. I don't know enough about Ed Piscor to say whether or not he actually liked that kind of culture, but it is one of those of, yeah, people across the board are just getting frustrated with it. It's like, why the fuck do we just allow this to happen? It's like, why do we keep doing it? Why do we keep doing it? I would then be sure to smack a moose on the ass of the steel ruler. That is true. Where are you going to come back to streaming after you're back? Oh, yeah, like, obviously it's going to be like a day or two after we get back because we've got to readjust to the time zone and all that. But, no, it will be fun. It'll be fun. It will be fun. At the spring, the one where Spheromorph originally fought. So is there like an area we didn't... Oh. Okay. So before entrance, right when you go from the airship, you don't talk to him though. It's more like a cutscene triggers when you approach him. Okay. Okay, so yeah, some people are saying it does just show up in Chapter 2. I do not fucking know at this point. I do not fucking know. My head hurts. My head hurts a lot. Is no stream tomorrow? No, we're going to be streaming tomorrow. We fly out Saturday. Saturday is when we do the vacation, so we'll be good there. Don't get a polar bear. I will try not to. Make sure to fill us in on the Alaskan GF you find. Good night. Godspeed. Good night. May your rolls be all nat 20s. Hell yeah. But yeah. So we'll definitely come back to this, but it'll be after a while because I'm going to go on vacation. Only brain hurry from lesbian road trip. It truly does. My brain is screaming at me at the moment. But still, this was fun. This was a lot of fun. You know, we were able to play a little bit more of Final Fantasy X too, and that's always a good time. So, obviously, once again, I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up on everything I need to be caught up on before I call it. Yeah, it should be good. Okay. Alrighty. Hope you get a cool Eskimo GF. Yeah. Going to Alaska sounds neat. Yeah, I'm going to take a cruise. It's going to be right by a glacier. It's going to be cool. Need plenty of bikini ladies when you're out. Stream again tonight or tomorrow? Yeah, it's going to be tomorrow. Not tonight because we did it today and I'm going to be leaving. Go start the day rate for us and Foxwoman. Yeah. You going on a trip with? Shota, Irishman, and Weed Bro. The bros. And watch out for moose. Yeah. But yeah, so... Oh. Damn near lost my Sprite bottle. Gonna do a video on the trip. That's my idea. I'm gonna see what I can kind of do to do a video for it. Gonna try to get as much as I can. But yeah, so like I said, I'm gonna call it here. Thank everybody who showed up because I gotta get ready to go. I'm gotta leave in a few minutes. So I will try to figure out what we're doing wrong in 10.2 to not have the percentage we need. I may just have to read like a full-on like step-by-step walkthrough to make sure we did everything we need. But yeah, we'll figure this out. So, thank everybody who showed up. See you guys.
I feel it on my skin when the darkness settles in and I know it's time. First the quiet, then the pain, and I'm back in hell again and I wanna die. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light, but you'll never know the demons that I fight. And this face I'll wear for you, goddamn I wear it well. I'll see you on the other side. Silence, all the while in need of guidance through the haze. And I try to do my very best, but this heart is dark inside my chest these days. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light, but you'll never know the demons that I fight. This face I'll wear for you you'll never know the demons that I fight. And this face I wear for you, goddamn, I wear it well. And I'll see you on the other side of hell. You might find me in the shadows, you might see me in the light. You'll never know the demons that I fight. And this face